My grandfather was a terror that shook the entire region. An S-rank fierce beast, the purple gold mad lion. And my grandmother was an even greater legend. The double S-rank divine beast, the jade scale serpent emperor. Carrying the bloodlines of two supreme beasts, I should have been the pride of the world, a true son of heaven. But in this age where every person awakens a beast's soul, all I awakened was a crumbling ancient stone hut, lifeless and decayed. This is the descendant of two top-tier bloodlines? He awakened an illegal construction site? As the scorn of every student and teacher washed over me like a flood, from deep within that worthless ruin of a hut, a thunderous roar erupted, one that shook the very soul. Congratulations, host. You have awakened the one and only hidden weapon's soul, the 10 Fiends' divine temple. Complete 10 trials to unlock the 10 ancient fierce beasts and reforge legend. Today is the awakening ceremony at Shanghai Monster Academy. Under the eyes of the entire school, my girlfriend Vera, the campus beauty, steps gracefully onto the awakening stage. She raises her slender hand and gently presses it against the smooth, luminous awakening stone. The next instant, a blinding burst of brilliant light explodes outward, flooding the entire awakening plaza in seconds, so intense that no one can keep their eyes open. The crowd falls silent, then erupts in thunderous gasps. That aura is insane! At minimum, she's a rank. She might even push for S. The light slowly fades, and Vera's form undergoes a breathtaking transformation, shifting into a beast resembling a deer, its entire body cloaked in shimmering teal gold feathers. The legendary S-rank green feather spirit deer, and a rare healer type at that, the ultimate battlefield support. The green feather spirit deer's healing power is terrifying. Massive output, relentless endurance. Every top holy order would fight tooth and nail to have one. Beast awakenings are ranked from lowest to highest, D, C, B, A, S, SS, and triple S, 7 tiers in total. Awakening a B-rank beast is already considered genius by most standards. An S-rank marks you as 1 in a million, a true prodigy. Double S puts you among the absolute elite of all Daxia. As for the legendary triple S rank, fewer than 10 people in all of Daxia have ever reached it. In this moment, Vera's future shines blindingly bright. She walks toward me with light, graceful steps, but the warmth is gone from her eyes, replaced by cold indifference. Good luck, she says flatly, and walks past. I catch the chill in Vera's tone. I understand exactly what it means. Without a word, I give a quiet nod and turn toward the awakening stage. The moment my palm touches the awakening stone, a faint, ashen glow flickers to life, and high above in the sky, the dim silhouette of an ancient palace shimmers into view. The whole crowd bursts into laughter. No way, man! Did you wander onto the wrong set? Everyone else gets a fierce beast and this guy gets a house. And the worst part? It's D rank. This guy is finished, totally finished. Someone carry him out. Mockery and laughter pour in from every direction. But my face shows no embarrassment. If anything, there's a strange glint in my eyes. The next instant, a cold, mechanical voice echoes inside my mind. Congratulations, host. Binding to the 10 Fiends' divine temple is complete. Complete 10 trials issued by the temple to awaken 10 ancient fierce beasts. First trial initiated. Swallow the awakening stone before you within 1 minute. Crushing it counts as failure, and the 10 Fiends' divine temple will automatically unbind. Success rewards you with the power of the triple S rank Taoti. My heart lurches. I stare at the awakening stone, my expression unreadable. Down below the stage, Principal Wade's face has gone pale as iron. He leans toward the vice principal and gives a quiet order. Don't let this deadweight waste everyone's time. Go tell him. His right to sit the college entrance exam has been revoked, and he is to withdraw immediately and clear out his dorm today. He has 1 month to repay every cent of overdue tuition, or we take him to court. Yes, sir. The vice principal nods and strides up onto the awakening stage. He looks down at me, voice flat and cold. I have something to inform you. Due to 1 full year of unpaid tuition, the school has decided to expel you. You are to vacate your dormitory within 1 day. All outstanding fees must be paid within 1 month, or we will pursue legal action. He tosses an expulsion notice onto the stage in front of me. At that moment, Vera steps up to the edge of the stage, her eyes full of contempt and indifference. I've thought it through. We were never right for each other. I awakened an S-rank green feather spirit deer, and you awakened a D-rank piece of garbage. We don't belong in the same world anymore. You have nothing left to offer me. We're done. The words fall like a blade, and she turns and walks away without a single glance back. The mechanical voice returns in my mind, urgent now. Countdown, 5 seconds. Host must swallow the awakening stone immediately to complete the trial, or the 10 Fiends' divine temple will automatically unbind. Fine, I'll swallow it. I've been given a second life and I refuse to ever let anyone walk over me again. Without another thought, I bend down, pick up the awakening stone and shove it into my mouth. The laughter dies across the entire plaza in an instant. Every single person stands frozen, jaws dropped, completely stunned. The next second, my consciousness is seized by a tremendous force and pulled into a vast, magnificent divine temple, the 10 Fiends' divine temple itself. Inside stand 10 colossal beast silhouettes, each shrouded in darkness, each radiating a crushing, overwhelming presence. Suddenly, one of the silhouettes snaps its eyes open, twin points of burning crimson light. Then the beast lets out a roar that shakes the entire universe. The stars across the heavens seem pulled by an invisible force, all pouring into its endless, gaping maw. The sight shakes me to my core, my mind reeling. It feeds on the sun, the moon, the stars themselves. This is the legendary beyond triple S rank Teoti, that mythical ferocious animal. I have actually awakened a godlike beast like this. At the same time, a massive flood of information surges into my mind. Congratulations, host. First Teoti trial complete. You may now freely transform into the beyond triple S rank Teoti and have received the Teoti talent inheritance. Talent 1. Infinite Devour. Anything and everything in existence can be devoured. Whatever is consumed is converted into pure energy, 100% absorbed into your body with zero waste. Talent 2. Infinite Plunder. Steal the talent of another and make it your own. Can only be used once per day. The target permanently loses that talent. The target's power must be no more than one full tier above the host. Talent 3. Wrathful Frenzy. When Teoti enters a state of rage, attack, defense, and recovery all surge 10 times over. The enemy does not die. The battle does not end. Warning, this talent places extreme strain on the host's physical body. Use with caution. I finish reading, and my eyes go wide. My heart surges with pure exhilaration. These talents are absurdly, impossibly powerful. The voice of the 10 Fiends' divine temple rings out again. Second Teoti trial now issued. The 10,000 Beasts trial. Devour the corpses of 10,000 bronze-rank beasts to complete the trial. Upon completion you will receive the Teoti's exclusive skill inheritance, the Heaven-Devouring Divine Spear, the Blood Prison Cage, and Death Blood Flame. Back on the stage, Principal Wade watches me swallow the stone and explodes with fury. What are you all standing there for? Call the police. This kid just destroyed school property. I want him thrown in jail. But the moment those words leave his mouth, I snap my eyes open, and a flicker of deep crimson ferocity flashes in their depths. Principal Wade catches sight of it, and takes a step toward me on instinct, his voice rising in a harsh bark. You still think you can act tough? Let me tell you something. That awakening stone is worth 5 million. The words die in his throat. The moment his eyes lock onto mine, an ice-cold chill shoots from his feet straight to the top of his skull, and his heart pounds in blind terror. Whatever he was about to say gets swallowed back down. The next instant, a dense suffocating aura of blood rushes over everything. A savage, bloodthirsty killing aura explodes out from within me and swallows the entire awakening stage in an instant. Every single person in the plaza holds their breath, faces drained of color, bodies trembling. This aura is too savage, too bloodthirsty. It feels less like facing a teenage boy and more like staring down a fierce beast that has clawed its way out of ancient ruins. The exact same crushing pressure as a wild monster from beyond the barrier. Homeroom teacher Mr. Leo stands wide-eyed in disbelief. He himself awakened a B-rank beast, and by the academy standards he is considered strong. Yet right now, standing before me, he can barely breathe. His mind races. Whatever this kid awakened, it is nowhere near B-rank. Mr. Leo steps forward urgently, trying to talk Principal Wade down. Principal, look at this situation. Whatever he awakened is no ordinary beast. There's no reason to expel him. The priority right now is measuring his rank. We cannot afford to bury a talent like this. But the awakening stone is already inside me. Testing is impossible. Principal Wade's expression sours. With no other option, he pulls out his phone and starts making call after call. I watch it all with cold amusement. I've seen through Principal Wade's pettiness for a long time. He expelled me in front of everyone and left me without a shred of dignity, so I have absolutely no reason to stay at Shanghai Monster Academy. While I'm still thinking, a sharp dragon cry pierces the sky. A massive winged beast bursts through the clouds and descends slowly. A gold-tier horn-winged drake, known as the supreme ace of the skies. The crowd exchanges puzzled looks. Who on earth is arriving now? A single student's awakening drew the attention of gold-tier powerhouses. 3 figures leap down from the drake's back. The drake itself transforms into a middle-aged man and lands on the ground. The crowd looks closer and erupts. These 4 are the principals of Hurricane, Purple Gold, Azure Sea, and Shade Wind Monster Academies. They carry a massive awakening stone between them and walk straight toward Principal Wade. One of the principals speaks up with a grin. Old Wade, we heard your awakening stone got swallowed, so we brought the biggest and purest one from our academy over. Take a look, a whole lot better than your old one, wouldn't you say? Principal Wade's face cycles through every shade of pale and green. He lets out a cold snort. I can guess exactly what you lot are scheming from 1,000 miles away. Just hand it over. Principal Wade takes the stone and immediately plasters on a fawning smile. My boy, I was completely out of line earlier. I shouldn't have acted so rashly. Never mind the old stone. We have a fresh one right here. Come on, give it a try and let us see what rank your beast really is. And we are withdrawing that expulsion notice immediately. Stay at the academy, and from now on, you get first pick of every resource we have. A cold, mocking smile curls at the corner of my mouth. Sorry, Principal. You already expelled me, so I won't be staying at Shanghai Monster Academy. Principal Wade's face darkens. What? You won't stay? Think carefully. Shanghai Monster Academy is the finest institution in all of Shanghai Province. Here you will have access to the best education and the richest resources available. Don't throw your own future away. I don't bother arguing. I simply repeat it. Cold and final, I won't stay. Principal Wade's face goes completely dark. The 4 visiting principals swarm around me immediately, all scrambling over one another to make their pitch. Forget him. Come to Hurricane Monster Academy. We only have 2 S-rank students right now. If you join us, every resource we have is yours. Absolutely no limits. Why waste your time there? Come to Purple Gold Monster Academy. We only have one S-rank student, so every single resource would be focused entirely on you. Way better than what they're offering. Azure Sea Monster Academy doesn't even have one S-rank student. Come to us and the entire school's resources are yours alone. No competition, nobody fighting you for a single thing. Listen to me. Come to Shadewind Monster Academy. We do have one S-rank student, but we have the most beautiful girls on campus. You just broke up, didn't you? Come to us. Take your pick, and I promise you won't be disappointed. The four principals argue until their faces turn red and spit flies freely. The students below the stage stare in disbelief, completely floored. The difference in treatment is like night and day. Principal Wade stands to the side, his expression uglier than ever, utterly powerless to do a single thing about it. Finally, Principal Wade can't hold it in any longer and roars, "What are you all fighting over? Let him test his rank first. We don't even know if he's S-rank. Stop getting so worked up." My gaze drifts slowly across the crowd and settles on Vera. A flicker of amusement crosses my eyes. I'm genuinely curious. Once my rank is revealed, what expression will she be wearing? I step forward and press my palm flat against the new awakening stone. A blaze of light explodes outward, even more blinding than what Vera produced, lighting up all of Shanghai province in an instant. But the next second, something no one expects happens. With a sharp crack, the massive awakening stone simply shatters, blown apart by the light itself, fragments scattering across the ground. Dead silence. No one dares trust their own eyes. Everyone knows the awakening stone's measuring range runs from D rank all the way up to S rank. For it to be shattered outright, it means my talent has blown past S rank entirely. In the entire history of Shanghai Monster Academy, this has happened only once before, 30 years ago. That student awakened the double S rank Tianyu Azure Dragon and sent shockwaves across all of Shanghai province. Back then, a top monster university from the capital dispatched representatives overnight and gave that student an unconditional acceptance on the spot. After graduation, with no exam required, he walked straight into a military command holy order. He later left that holy order to found his own and became its leader. That holy order grew into one of the most powerful forces in all of Daxia, and the man himself is now one of the most powerful figures in the entire military command. War King Rex, captain of the Tianyu Holy Order, one of Daxia's 36 war kings, a name burned into every heart in Shanghai province. In the crowd, Vera stares at the scene unfolding before her, completely dumbstruck. Every trace of pride and cold indifference vanishes from her face in an instant, replaced by shock and disbelief she cannot hide. The boyfriend she dumped just minutes ago has just awakened a talent that blows past S rank, possibly the legendary double S. The weight of it hits her all at once. Her legs give out, and she crumples to the ground, face twisted with regret. The four principals erupt at the sight of it, fighting even harder now. "No way, double S! Hurricane Monster Academy is claiming this kid, no debate. Our two S-rank students, anyone can have them. We don't want them anymore. You're giving them up? Azure Sea doesn't want them either. The moment I'm back, I'm ordering every student to repeat a year. Every single resource in the school goes to Mo and Mo alone. You two are absolutely insane. Purple Gold may not be able to go that far, but I am willing to put up every coin I set aside for my own son's wedding to buy Mo the finest resources money can get. Don't try to compete with us on resources. Shadewind has plenty of seriously wealthy female students. Once Mo walks through our doors, they'll throw unlimited money at him. He can buy whatever resources he wants, whenever he wants." While the four principals are in full chaos, Principal Wade lets out a cold laugh. "Don't celebrate just yet. Across Daxia's 72 provinces and 36 domains, whenever an awakener above S rank appears, it must be reported to military command first. They will dispatch representatives with an exclusive awakening stone to conduct a proper rank assessment. And talents like this almost certainly won't need to sit any entrance exam. Top universities will come to them. No matter how hard you fight over him, you're all wasting your breath." The four principals pause their bickering and turn to Wade with matching looks of contempt. "So what? As long as he lists our academy as his alma mater, we come out ahead. A double S genius graduating under our name, that alone would put us above Shanghai for generations. The only reason Shanghai has been sitting over our four academies all these years is because you produced War King Rex. We want our own double S genius too. Ha, keep dreaming." Principal Wade's lips curl into a sly grin. "I've already filed the report with military command. Their people will arrive shortly with the military command's exclusive awakening stone. If he turns out to be the legendary triple S rank, you could sell every one of your academies and still not outbid military command or the top universities." Inside, Principal Wade is sick with regret, absolutely eaten alive by it. If he had known Mo was a talent like this, he would have carried that kid on his back through 10 years of unpaid tuition, let alone expelled him in public. Meanwhile, at the Shanghai Province Military Command headquarters, Commander Quinn sets down his pen, his expression grave. "What did you say? Shanghai Monster Academy has produced an awakener above S rank, and 5 principals are requesting the military command's exclusive awakening stone?" "Yes, sir. This is an urgent report straight from Shanghai Monster Academy. There is no doubt about its accuracy. Additionally, the principals of Hurricane, Purple Gold, and the other 3 academies are all already on site. The entire awakening ceremony is being broadcast live across Shanghai province." The subordinate replies respectfully. Commander Quinn immediately pulls up the live broadcast, his gaze landing on me, his brow creasing slightly. He murmurs to himself, "Mo Lin? Why does that name ring a bell?" A subordinate steps forward quickly and speaks in a low voice. "Sir, Mo is the son of two fallen heroes, Lance and Alara. What? Commander Quinn's expression shifts dramatically. He shoves to his feet. 3 years ago, in the Battle of Shanghai's collapse, Lance and Alara gave their lives in combat. They were among the finest soldiers military command had ever produced. Lance in particular, before the battle even began, had already passed the selection trials for the Red Holy Order, one of Daxia's 4 great holy orders. His future had been limitless, yet he fell on the battlefield. Commander Quinn had mourned their deaths for a long time after, and now, it's their son. Commander Quinn's eyes sharpen. He speaks with quiet authority. Deploy the military command's exclusive awakening stone immediately. This time I'm going to Shanghai Monster Academy in person. At that moment, a relaxed, unhurried laugh drifts in from outside the room, carrying an easy drawl. If Commander Quinn is heading out, why not bring me along? I want to see for myself just how exceptional Lance's son really is. Commander Quinn turns at once and bows with full respect, his expression grave. War King Rex. He quickly continues. War King Rex, Shanghai Monster Academy has indeed produced an awakener above SS rank, and he is the son of the fallen hero Lance. I was just about to head there personally. A flicker of genuine surprise crosses Rex's eyes. Then we should absolutely go. Let's head out together. With that, the 3 of them mount an S-rank Hornwing Drake and race toward Shanghai Monster Academy. Back at Shanghai Monster Academy, a comfortable reclining chair has somehow appeared beside the awakening stage, and I am lounging in it with my eyes closed, completely at ease. The 4 visiting principals, meanwhile, hover around me like eager servants, one fanning me, one offering me cold tea, one kneading my back, and one massaging my legs. The students watch in jaw-dropped envy, treated like royalty, while Principal Wade trembles with barely contained fury. Then a fierce wind howls through the sky. An S-rank divine Hornwing Drake, far larger than the gold-tier one before it, descends slowly over the academy, blotting out the sky. Every head tilts upward instinctively, eyes wide with awe and confusion. Who could this be, riding an S-rank divine Hornwing Drake? 3 figures leap from the Drake's back and land with perfect composure. When the crowd gets a clear look at the man leading them, a composed, refined, middle-aged man dressed in white, the entire plaza explodes. Cries ring out from every direction. No way! That's Rex, War King Rex of the Tianyu Holy Order. What is he doing here? Rex surveys the plaza with calm, unhurried eyes. He speaks slowly, his voice not especially loud, yet it reaches every single ear clearly. I've come because word reached me that a young man of SS talent has emerged in Shanghai province. Commander Quinn and I wanted to see for ourselves. War King Rex came in person. The news detonates through the crowd like a thunderclap. The live broadcast comment feed floods in an instant. What began as a local broadcast for Shanghai province now surges in viewership, spreading across all 72 provinces and 36 domains of Daxia. Countless eyes across the entire nation are now fixed on this awakening ceremony. Fixed on me. Rex's gaze finally settles on me. A practiced pleasant smile curves his lips, and he speaks in the measured tone of a man used to giving advice from above. I hear you've withdrawn from Shanghai Monster Academy? Young man, don't be so impulsive. Short-sightedness only costs you your own future. And truth be told, you were in the wrong too. You had outstanding tuition. Principal Wade acted in the heat of the moment. Let's do this. Both of you apologize, put it behind you, and move forward. Once you graduate from university, come join my Tianyu Holy Order. My son Ren is already in the order. You young people should spend more time together. Learn from each other. It'll do you both good. Every eye in the plaza is on me, waiting for my answer. Vera sits on the ground watching me, her eyes burning with jealousy and resentment. Once I was nothing but her lapdog, and now I'm receiving a personal invitation from War King Rex himself, standing at the top of everything she has ever dreamed of. How is that fair? I slowly open my eyes. My voice is calm, but carries an absolute, unshakable finality. I'm not returning to school, and I won't be joining your Tianyu Holy Order. A flash of displeasure and cold fury crosses Rex's eyes. In the 10 years since he became a War King of Daxia, no one in all of Daxia has ever dared refuse him. Until now, I am the first. Rex laughs inwardly with contempt. Does this kid really think awakening a SS talent makes him untouchable? He won't even give me this much face. He'll pay for it, sooner or later. The plaza goes completely silent. Everyone realizes it at once. I have just made an enemy of War King Rex. The 4 principals' expressions shift instantly. They each take a quiet step back, and not one of them breathes another word about recruiting me. Crossing a War King of Daxia is never worth it, not even for a SS talent. Even the top universities that had been itching to make their move instantly think better of it. But I don't care at all. I rise slowly from my chair and walk toward the military command's exclusive awakening stone. Rex gives me one cold, dismissive glance, then shifts his attention away entirely, letting his gaze drift toward Vera, his tone noticeably softer. Young lady, you awakened an S-rank green feather spirit deer, a fine talent. Would you be willing to join the Tianyu Holy Order after graduation and support my son Ren? Vera's eyes light up in an instant. Every trace of jealousy and resentment evaporates, replaced by pure, surging joy. She scrambles to her feet and bows respectfully. I'd be honored. Thank you, War King Rex. I will serve Ren with everything I have. In her mind, latching onto War King Rex means a life of unlimited wealth and status, and maybe even a chance to become the War King's daughter-in-law. The moment the words leave Vera's mouth, boom, A pillar of blood-red light as thick as a barrel erupts from within me, punching through the clouds and driving straight into the heavens. An ancient, savage, bloodthirsty aura of pure terror sweeps across all of Shanghai Monster Academy in an instant, spreading to every corner of Shanghai province. Everyone present is crushed by this aura, suffocating under its weight, dropping to their knees one after another, faces white with fear. At the center of that blazing pillar, I transform into the Tao Ti, uncontrolled, unstoppable. A blood-red body standing over 3 meters tall, coated in hard scales, twin crimson eyes blazing with boundless ferocity, a pair of tattered wings trembling at its back. I stand with my back to the crowd, like a blood god walking out of hell itself, an overwhelming presence that crushes everything beneath it. From the crowd below, a trembling voice cries out, Is this what SS feels like? This is absolutely terrifying, but it is far from over. The aura pouring off me keeps climbing, stronger and stronger. A crushing pressure blankets all of Shanghai province, and the very energy of heaven and earth churns violently. The blood-red pillar blazes brighter and brighter, strange phenomena erupting all around it, sending shockwaves felt across all 72 provinces of Daxia. Rex's face goes pale in an instant. Eyes wide with shock, he surges to his feet, a cry tearing out of him involuntarily. Something is wrong. This is not SS. This aura is countless times stronger than anything I felt when I awakened. Rex's mind is thrown into complete turmoil. A terrifying thought forces its way to the surface. This overwhelming aura that fills every beast with instinctive awe and drives them to submit. There is only one explanation. This young man did not awaken a SS beast. He awakened the legendary SSS. In all of Daxia, the number of prodigies who have ever awakened SS talent can be counted on 2 hands. Once a SS talent is awakened, the awakener earns an unconditional invitation to join any of Daxia's 4 great holy orders. Compared to the 4 great holy orders, Rex's Tianyu holy order is nothing. As the guardians of Daxia, the 4 great holy orders operate outside of military command entirely, answering directly to the head of Daxia. Even the 9 great heavenly kings are beneath their notice. The students around me drop to their knees under the crushing pressure, unable to resist. This is the Tao Ti, the bloodline dominance of a pure-blooded ancient divine beast, suppressing all who stand before it. Vera clenches her jaw and forces her body upright with every last ounce of strength, refusing to kneel. The 4 academy principals and Principal Wade all grit their teeth and fight it, but their bodies shake violently and completely beyond their control. Vera's face twists with increasing agony. Finally, she can hold on no longer. With a heavy thud, she drops to her knees and bows her head before the boy she once looked down on and treated like dirt. And in this moment, I sense it clearly. A force is probing into the depths of my body through the awakening stone. Every alarm inside me goes off at once. Nothing good can come of this. If the world learns that Daxia has produced a talent that surpasses even SS, not only will the wild beasts beyond the barrier mark me as a target, but powers from other nations will stop at nothing to eliminate me. I immediately channel the Tao Ti's infinite devour, forcibly consuming the awakening stone's probing force entirely and pulling every shred of my overflowing aura back within its limits. At the same moment, far beyond the human barrier, a colossal beast crashes to the ground on the wild plains outside. It was a golden jade 3rd-tier monster, a true beast king that had dominated its territory for ages. A man in silver-white battle armor steps out from behind the fallen colossus, casually wiping the blood from his spear tip, and says, "Send word, have the Holy Order's recovery unit come collect the carcass. And in the future, stop sending me out for every small-time nuisance. They're too weak, not even worth the effort." Copy that. Vice Captain, will you be returning to the Holy Order? Return for what? There's nothing interesting back there. The man grins wide. Word is there's a SS talent that just showed up in Shanghai province. I'm going to go find that kid and have some fun. He's one of my kind after all. Genius is always a lonely road. The man lets out a big laugh, ends the call, and launches himself into the air, vanishing into the distance as a streak of silver light. This man is the Vice Captain of the Red Holy Order, one of Daxia's 4 great holy orders, and the youngest Vice Captain in all of Daxia, awakener of the SS rank 9 Heaven Silver Dragon, Zane. Back at Shanghai Academy's plaza, a voice cuts through. Alright, that's enough. How long are you planning to keep everyone on their knees? Without expression, I pull my hand back, release the beast form, and return to human shape. Rex forces down the shock raging inside him and takes a step forward, eyes probing. I'm curious, what beast did you actually awaken? I've gone through every beast record in Daxia's archives, and I have never once encountered an aura or form like that. The Tao Ti? Rex's eyes ignite with intense interest the moment he hears the name. The Tao Ti. Can you tell us more about this beast? It has never appeared in any record in human history. It would be of enormous research value. I narrow my eyes slightly and say nothing. Any fool knows that revealing your beast's full details in public is the same as laying out every strength, every trait, and every weakness for the entire world to see. At that moment, a booming voice shatters through the sky, rattling the eardrums of everyone present. If you're so keen on others spilling their secrets, why don't you trot out that Tianyu Azure dragon of yours first, and give us all a nice detailed rundown? Before the words finish echoing, a figure drops from the sky and lands squarely in front of me. The moment the crowd sees who it is, the plaza explodes. It's Zane, Vice Captain of the Red Holy Order, one of the 4 great holy orders. Oh my, a figure of that level. And he came here for Mo too? Zane is barely 30 years old, yet his power rivals any war king in all of Daxia. And as a Holy Order vice captain on top of that, not a single person dares underestimate him. Rex's face goes dark. He speaks in a cold, clipped tone. Zane, I heard the Holy Order assigned you a border mission. Your presence in Xinghai province is dereliction of duty. Aren't you afraid of what Captain Ning will say? It took Rex 30 full years to reach where he stands today. Yet Zane matched every one of his achievements in just 10. Rex has never been able to stomach Zane, and the feeling is entirely mutual. In Zane's eyes, Rex is nothing but a self-righteous fraud who only clawed his way to the top by marrying into the Qin family. The two have always been at each other's throats. War King Rex can save his concern for someone who needs it. I finished the Holy Order's mission a long time ago. Zane gives a short, sharp laugh, his tone dripping with contempt. It was a Golden Jade 3rd tier beast. One shot. Done. Oh, but wasn't War King Rex also at Golden Jade 3rd tier last year? My apologies, I'm definitely not talking about War King Rex. Please don't take it personally. Rex's expression ices over instantly. No need to apologize. Golden Jade 3rd tier was last year. Ah, I see. Zane feigns a look of slow dawning realization, drawing out his words. So would this be more accurate then? What I skewered with a single shot was a beast just a tiny bit weaker than War King Rex. Rex's face goes as black as the bottom of a pot. Your Holy Order keeps you plenty busy. What exactly did you come all the way out here for? No particular reason. Zane shrugs with an easy, unbothered grin. Just one genius feeling the pull of another. That's all. I've always had a thing for befriending talented people, and nothing irritates me more than mediocre people who pretend to be something they're not. Rex's expression darkens beyond anything it's been before. Suddenly Zane moves. A single flash, and appears at my side in an instant. Man, the aura coming off you is exactly my kind of thing. Let's be friends. I'm Zane, 10 years older than you. If you don't mind, just call me Zane. I scratch the back of my head, a little awkward, and say, Good to meet you, Zane. I'm not great with words. Sorry if I come across rough. What are you apologizing for? Zane claps me on the shoulder, grinning even wider. Why not come join us at the Red Holy Order? I've been short of someone I can actually talk to. Give it a few years for you to build up your strength, and you can spar with me every single day. Right now, no one in the Holy Order can take me, and the captain is just too strong. I'm not looking to get crushed, but I believe in you. Give it 10 years and you'll absolutely surpass that live-in son-in-law over there. Rex trembles with barely controlled fury and snaps. Zane, I am your superior. Military command has a strict chain of command. I am a war king of Daxia. Publicly insulting a war king is grounds for arrest and suspension, and I have every right to do it myself. Zane looks completely unbothered, and actually beckons Rex toward him with a single finger. Come on then, I'd love nothing more. And while we're at it, I'm issuing you a formal challenge for your rank. Do you dare accept? Rex's face contorts horribly. He cannot say a single word. Coward. Zane lets out a derisive laugh. I love that look on your face. Can't stand me, can't beat me. Vice Captain Zane, what exactly is the point of humiliating my father in public like this? Ren can't hold back any longer and steps forward, voice tight with anger. My father is showing you respect as a junior. Don't push it. Adults are talking. Who told a kid like you to open his mouth? Shut it. Zane throws one cold glance in Ren's direction, and Ren freezes like he's been dropped into an ice pit. Every muscle locking up, even breathing becoming a struggle. Oh? Scared now, are you? Funny. You and your father had no problem ganging up on Mo just a moment ago. Zane's gaze sweeps the entire plaza, his voice going cold. I watched this entire broadcast from start to finish. Every single one of you disgusts me. When did Daxia's so-called powerful people become a crowd of spineless opportunists with no vision? It's because of people like you that Daxia has ended up the way it has. Mo, I believe in him completely. When his parents joined the Red Holy Order, I was the one who personally assessed them. His father Lance was a man of enormous character and iron will. I believe the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. His son will be no different. None of you wanted him. The Red Holy Order does. I'm putting this on record right here and now. From this moment forward, Mo is my sworn brother. Anyone who dares lay a hand on him had better first test whether my silver dragon spear is hard enough to stop them. Zane sweeps his arm back with a wide, powerful motion, and the silver spear in his hand shoots skyward like a bolt of liquid light, then comes crashing back down, driving itself deep into the earth at the center of the plaza. The spear shudders and rings out with wave after wave of dragon cries. Rex's eyes are ice. This is the first time in his life he has been humiliated so thoroughly before a crowd. But he knows the truth. If he truly came to blows with Zane, he would not stand a chance. At that moment, several more figures appear suddenly in the skies above Xinghai province. This time, the shock that runs through the crowd is absolute. The presidents of Daxia's foremost elite monster universities have all arrived, every single one of them. When Rex himself awakened his SS rank Tianyu Azure Dragon back in the day, even that didn't bring out a gathering like this. The entire school melts down completely. Good lord, just what kind of monster has our class produced? Mo, I am the president of Modu Monster University. Come to our school and name your price. Beast blood essence, elixirs, combat weapons, beast jade, beast cores, whatever you ask for, we will provide. Step aside. You're talking as if Elven Monster University doesn't have all that too. The president of Elven Monster University steps forward immediately. Mo, come to Elven and I'll make the call personally. I'll have a combat weapon, forged directly from Diamond Rank Beast Shell, along with the complete blood essence of a Diamond Rank Beast. You sneaky old man, trying to drive the price up, are you? The president of Zhenhai Monster University refuses to be outdone. Come to Genhai Monster University and we hand you a complete diamond rank beast carcass outright with every possible resource to go along with it, and on top of that, we'll provide you with source of sustenance energy serum. Come to Imperial Capital University. The president of Imperial Capital University speaks up calmly. We may not have as many flashy offerings as the others, but we recently secured the complete carcass of a red jade rank beast, and had an exclusive beast jade forged from it. There is one talent skill within it that I believe suits you perfectly. If you want it, we will give it to you outright. In an instant, the presidents of Daxia's 4 great universities are all fighting over me, arguing openly on the spot, bordering on madness. The students around them stare in stupefied silence. Red jade rank beasts, even diamond rank ones. To these students, these are the stuff of impossible dreams, forever out of reach. Every pair of eyes in the crowd has gone red with envy. Vera's face twists beyond recognition with jealousy, her whole body shaking. She forces out a flattering smile and edges up beside the president of Modu Monster University, carefully clearing her throat. Hello? You're the president of Modu Monster University? My name is Vera. I awakened an S-rank green feather spirit deer. Working Rex has already promised me a place in the Tianyu Holy Order, so I'm not bad, right? The president gives a vague disinterested sound in reply, and doesn't spare her another glance, turning straight back to the argument over me. Vera freezes on the spot, as if she has literally turned to stone. Then Zane lets out a thundering shout that silences the entire plaza. Alright, all 4 of you old-timers, shut it. I'm telling you right now, Mo will not be joining any of your universities. Are you honestly telling me there is nowhere in all of Daxia better than your 4 schools? The moment those words land, every face in the plaza shifts. Someone speaks in a trembling voice. Could it be, you want him to go to that school, Purgatory University? Exactly, Zane says without hesitation. Only that school can bring out his true potential. Daxia has no shortage of monster universities, and the 4 great schools have long stood at the top. But beyond those 4, there exists one truly supreme institution, one that ordinary students have never once considered an option. This school is called Daxia University, built jointly by Daxia's 4 great holy orders and military command together. Each year it accepts exactly 100 students, 3 years of enrollment, 300 students in total, yet it employs 225 instructors, the 9 great heavenly kings, the 36 war kings, and the 72 garrison generals of military command, along with 108 elite combat commanders. And the detail that makes everyone go pale, its death rate stands at 70%. Zane turns to face me, his tone grave and sincere. Mo, are you willing to join Daxia University? I'll be straight with you up front. Even with a SSS talent, you must pass a formal entrance assessment to get in. We don't promise resources, we don't grant special privileges, but I can promise you this. If you make it to graduation, you will become one of the most powerful figures in all of military command. And if you take first place in the entrance assessment, you will be the future captain of the Red Holy Order. When that day comes, no one, not a single person will be able to use power or bloodline to push you down. No one will ever force you to do anything against your will again. One man can become a clan unto himself. One man can stand as a dynasty of 100 years. One man can hold his ground against all 72 provinces and 36 domains of Daxia. Hearing this, I raise my hand and speak up. Hey, Vice Captain, quick question. If I join Daxia University, will I be able to kill beasts? Zane blinks, caught off guard for a moment, then bursts out laughing. Of course! You know why Daxia University's death rate is so high? Because every student is required to go deep into the heart of the ruins and hunt beasts to build real combat experience. So, you like killing beasts, do you? It's alright. I know exactly what I need. The Teoti's second trial, the 10,000 Beast trial, requires me to devour 10,000 bronze-rank beast carcasses. Inside Daxia University, as long as I have the strength, there will be no shortage of beasts to kill. I knew I had the right read on you. You were born to be a fighter. Zane laughs with pure, unrestrained joy. I break into a wide grin myself and say out loud, I'll join Daxia University. I know better than anyone. The ancient fierce beasts inside the Ten Fiends' divine temple are not something to take lightly. Not a single one. This life of mine was always destined to be lived in blood and battle. Zane sees my answer and his face fills with satisfaction. He reaches into his coat immediately and pulls out a token, handing it to me. In 1 month, Daxia University opens its entrance assessment. Just take this pass and show up. And this is the blood essence of a gold-rank blood ghost wolf. Consider it a welcome gift from your new older brother, that beast I hunted beyond the barrier earlier. Once it's been processed, I'll have someone pull out one of its main bones and forge it into a combat weapon for you. What kind of weapon do you like? The talent skill granted by the Teoti flashes through my mind instantly. The heaven-devouring divine spear. And I answer without hesitation, I like spears. Zane goes still again for a beat, then slaps my shoulder and roars with laughter. You've got real taste, kid. As it happens, I know of a spear that suits you even better. I'll have it sent to you before the assessment. From here on, do whatever you want without holding back. With me around, no one will dare use size or status to push you around. As he says this, he shoots a sideways glance at Rex not far away. Rex's expression is at its absolute worst, yet he doesn't dare say a single word. His face dark and stormy. He hurls a token into Vera's hands and says coldly, This is a registered member's pass for the Tianyu Holy Order. Without another word, he turns and leaves with Ren, not looking back once. Vera stares at the token in her hand. The joy she should be feeling is nowhere to be found, only a hollow, endless regret. Zane prepares to leave as well. Before going, he sweeps his gaze across the entire plaza, and leaves behind one cold warning. I won't interfere in rivalries among the young, but if any of you try to use your age or your power to bully those beneath you, don't blame me for what comes next. With that, he becomes a streak of silver light and vanishes into the sky. The university presidents, seeing how things have played out, shake their heads and take their leave one by one. Only Principal Wade remains, standing alone, too devastated even for tears. He didn't just lose a once-in-10,000 years talent, he made a permanent enemy of me in the process. And Vera? Regret swallows her like a rising tide. Her legs buckle, and she collapses to the ground once more. At that moment, a young man walks up to Vera and pretends to help her up. Are you alright? Then he snaps his head around, glaring at me with open fury. Mo, how could you do this to her? What kind of man are you? I'm challenging you to a death match. Do you have the guts to accept? Why wouldn't I? I reply, completely unbothered. 1 million Daxia coins on the line, otherwise don't bother. Done. The man agrees without a second thought. But you know the rules of a death match, right? Once you step onto that platform, life and death are your own business. If you die because you weren't good enough, no one can be held responsible. Of course. I give a short, cold laugh. In that case, I'd ask the principals here to serve as referees and bear witness. Referees? Are you serious? Kid, don't think for a second we don't see what you're doing. You awakened 3 days ago, S rank no less. Your level by now must already be significant. Mo just awakened today. How could he possibly match you? You're nothing but a lowlife. The 4 principals all turn on the man and let him have it. But this man, Pen, backed by the fact that his father is Tao of the Bloodflame Holy Order, doesn't even blink. He smirks. Principals, he agreed to this himself. If he doesn't care, why should any of you? Pen's right. This is my choice. I ask only that you respect it, I say. You! One of the principals turns on Pen with fury. Don't think for a second I don't know what you're really after. Can't have what you want, so you destroy it instead? What is wrong with you? And Wade, I'm done with you. I don't make friends with people who keep company like this. Then he turns to the two of us, his voice dropping. Go ahead and fight, I'll serve as referee. The words barely land before Pen's aura explodes outward with full force. He completes his transformation, shifting into his S-rank beast, the Golden Peng. Look at that. That's the Black Iron 5th tier mark. He's been awakened for only 3 days and he's already Black Iron 5th tier. This guy must have spent an absolute fortune to get there. While the crowd is still buzzing, a surge of dense blood aura pulls every eye back to me. I transform into that dominating blood-red silhouette of the Teode. But this time, there are no gasps from the crowd, only a dead silence. Because the rank marker above my head reads, Black Iron 1st tier, 4 full tiers behind. In everyone's eyes, no matter how strong the talent, crossing a gap like that is simply impossible. But I couldn't care less. Black Iron 5th tier? They have no idea what an ancient fierce beast truly means. Pen transforms into a streak of gold light and launches himself at me with the force of a mountain. I activate my talent directly, Wrathful Frenzy. My aura surges to a manic peak in an instant. By the time Pen realizes what is happening, it is already too late. The Taudi's massive claw slams down onto the Golden Peng's body, and its jaws open wide. As I activate my talent, Infinite Plunder, Pen feels it clearly. His talent, Flash Blade, being ripped out of him by force. Stop! Who gave you the nerve? Who dares lay a hand on my son? A furious, frantic roar tears through the air. The man who arrives is Pen's father, Tao of the Bloodflame Holy Order. He fixes me with a look of pure murderous rage, eyes ready to burst. You dare kill my son? I will end you right here. Deathmatch? Life and death? I don't care about any of that. I look up at him, cold and flat. Who do you think you are? You lose. You die. That's the rule. Without a shred of mercy, I drive one claw straight into the Golden Peng's chest, tear out its beast core with my bare hand, and crush it to dust in my grip. The entire crowd watches it happen, and not a single person can find a word to say. Suddenly, a stone colossus hundreds of meters tall drops from the sky and crashes into the earth, shaking the entire plaza to its core. This is Tao's awakened beast, the stone colossus. It reaches out one enormous hand that blots out the sky, and brings it crashing down toward me. You killed my son? I'll kill you first. You can die alongside him. The students around us scatter in every direction, screaming. The 4 academy principals move to intervene, but 4 gold-tier fighters combined cannot stop a blue jade rank military command commander. Tao, don't let rage drive you to ruin. Mo is a once-in-10,000 years prodigy of Daxia. Do you have any idea what the consequences are for killing a prodigy of Daxia? He's a prodigy of Daxia, and my son wasn't. Why does my son have to die while he gets to live? Tao is beyond reason now, lost to madness. Your son was the one who issued the deathmatch challenge. He wasn't good enough. You cannot hold Mo responsible for that. I don't care. My son is dead, and he must die too. Quinn, get out of my way, or I'll kill you too. At that moment, a third voice cuts through everything, calm yet carrying an absolute crushing authority. Stand down. Stand down nothing. Tao snarls back without even thinking. Who the hell do you think you are? Say that again to my face if you dare. But the moment he sees who is standing there, every muscle in Tao's body seizes up. Even his voice comes out shaking. Captain, what are you doing here? Release your beast form, now. No, this kid killed my son. I will kill him. I will have my revenge. Have you lost your mind? Captain Blaze of the Blood Flame Holy Order says, his voice dangerously cold. Your son died because he was not good enough. In a death match, who else is there to blame? And he belongs to Zane, the Nine Heavens Silver Dragon. Zane said it himself. Anyone who dares to bully the weak, he will show no mercy. Do you want the entire Blood Flame Holy Order to go down with me? I refuse to accept this, Captain. You have no choice. Captain Blaze's voice is cold. Blame it on your son being too weak. Let me tell you, the live stream is still running. Zane may very well be watching every second of this. If he truly arrives, even I cannot protect you. Tao's gaze is locked onto me, burning with a hatred that wants to tear me apart alive. Yet that enormous palm, blotting out the sky above my head, simply cannot come down no matter how hard it tries. Am I really supposed to just swallow this, Captain? If you cannot stand it, then die. In the next instant, a razor-sharp spear light erupts in the open air. Captain Blaze's face changes violently. That is Zane, the Nine Heavens Silver Dragon. He is here. No, this is only his battle intent. So this is the power of the Nine Heavens Silver Dragon. Vice Captain Zane, please spare Tao out of respect for me. Before Blaze can even finish his words, the spear light comes crashing down directly onto Tao's skull. That massive stone body, struck as if by divine lightning, explodes into pieces in an instant. Who do you think you are, asking me for respect? A cold, merciless voice resonates through the air. Anyone who harms Daxia's prodigies will be judged as a traitor without exception. Does the Blood Flame Holy Order have objections? Or are you saying Tao's actions were carried out on your orders? Captain Blaze's face drains to a deathly pale in an instant. He scrambles to respond. This has nothing to do with the Blood Flame Holy Order, not one bit. Every last thing was Tao's doing alone. Vice Captain Zane struck well. The moment those words land, the entire crowd erupts in disbelief. This is Zane's dominance, and this is the foundation for my daring to challenge a Daxia War King in public. Throughout human history, prodigies have never been in short supply, but those who die young make up the overwhelming majority. No power, no status, no backing. No matter how exceptional your talent, countless people will still work openly and in secret to destroy me. But now, with Zane standing behind me, no one dares to bully the weak anymore. No one dares to exploit their power and connections to crush me. Tao is the greatest warning of all. Blaze breaks the silence and bows toward me, his tone thick with flattery. The blame for this incident falls entirely on me for failing to discipline my subordinates. Please accept this beast jade from a gold-tier meteor fire wolf as my personal apology, young friend. The crowd is stunned once more. Not one of them expected the captain of the Blood Flame Holy Order to bow and apologize publicly to a young newcomer. Meanwhile, at the Red Holy Order headquarters in the Imperial capital, Zane, you killed a military command officer in broad daylight without a single word. This puts me in a very difficult position. Which group of old fools is running their mouths behind my back this time? Zane does not even glance up. He polishes his silver dragon spear, speaking with a casual, unhurried air. Qin Hao, the Qin family's third son, filed a formal complaint against me in the military command, standing up for his brother-in-law Rex. That guy never minds his own business. Zane lets out a short, scornful laugh. Once I finish climbing this ranking, I will go have a little chat with him. You troublemaker, I sincerely hope it stays just a chat. Silver Serpent's mouth twitches. He glances at the spear and notices the small line of text engraved on its handle, Weapon of Truth. I know. I prefer to persuade people with virtue. Fight all you want, just do not put anyone in the intensive care unit. The Imperial Capital Hospital's intensive care ward is already packed. Just then, Zane seems to remember something, and asks, is the annual New Moon Beast Tide coming up soon? Yes. Silver Serpent's expression grows heavy. The monsters beyond the ruins have been growing more savage by the day. The captain estimates. The 14th numbered Beast King may be about to emerge. What? Zane's face changes instantly. Throughout the history of Blue Star's 100 nations, every numbered beast has required the top warriors of multiple countries joining forces to bring it down. Not one nation has ever slain a numbered beast alone. 30 years ago, when the 13th numbered beast appeared, the previous captain of the Red Holy Order fell in battle, and more than half of the 9 great heavenly kings were lost. If even those elites struggled, ordinary soldiers on the front lines never stood a chance. The monsters in the ruins are powerful, there is no question about that. Yet in this era of human growth, they cannot deliver a truly devastating blow to a great nation like Daxia. The only threat that demands absolute caution is a numbered beast, a monster king capable of wiping out an entire nation. Silver Serpent shakes his head and says, once the New Moon Beast Tide erupts, all 4 great holy orders will mobilize in full force and march into the ruins. When that happens, neither of us will be around, and that kid you are watching over is going to have a very hard time. He will be fine. Zane snaps back to the present and grins. I still have time, and he is someone I have chosen to believe in. Trust him. I have never once seen you care this much about anyone. Silver Serpent shakes his head in confusion. What is the reason? Do not tell me it is just because of his Triple S talent. The Jia clan's eldest daughter from the Imperial capital is also Triple S. She practically begged you to take her as a student, and you rejected her without a second thought. That is something I really cannot tell you. Zane stares quietly at his own palm. The moment he saw me awaken Taudi through a screen, his hands were trembling. In that instant, he seemed to glimpse the silhouette of an ancient blood-red being, standing tall amid the stars, devouring the sun, moon, and stars themselves, what people call numbered beast kings, what people call SSS monsters. Before that being, they are nothing but the lowest grade of food. Zane knows better than anyone my talent goes far, far beyond SSS. At the same time, I pocket the beast Jade Blaze handed me and walk away from the ceremony hall. The Shanghai Monster Academy's awakening ceremony finally comes to a close. But a few faces in the crowd look like they have swallowed something rotten. One is Principal Wade, the man who expelled me over a crumbling building. Another is my ex-girlfriend Vera along with her parents. It is not hard to imagine the price they will all pay for today's choices. Back at my rental apartment with a SSS rank awakening to my name, money is no longer a problem. I contact the buyer who purchased my old home, only to be told the property has already been resold. After several more inquiries, I track down the new owner's contact. The new owner's name is Celeste Xia. I cannot help but smile. Just how confident does someone have to be to give herself a name like that? I shake my head and dial the number. Hello, is this Ms. Xia? My name is Mo. I would like to talk with you about the apartment in Jinyun Residential Complex. Would it be convenient to meet in person? I am already living there and have no plans to sell. A clear, cool voice comes through the phone. Then the line goes dead. Just when I think the matter is settled, the phone rings again. What did you say your name was? Mo? Half an hour. Sea Island Cafe. I will be waiting. Shortly after, a strikingly beautiful young woman takes the seat directly across from me. A thick stack of documents sits on the table between us. The apartment is mine and I am not selling. It is not going back on the market. But if you are willing, I can rent you a room. This is the co-tenancy agreement. I blink. This woman gets straight to the point. She wants to share the apartment right off the bat. What? Not interested. Is the rent too high? Celeste raises an eyebrow. How about $1,000 a month? Can you work with that? I am at a loss for words. My own apartment is over 140 square meters. Market rent would easily start at $4,000 a month or more. Celeste is clearly not making this offer without an ulterior motive. But then I reconsider. If she, a woman, is not afraid, why should I, a grown man, hesitate? I pick up the pen and sign my name. Watching my signature go down, the faintest smile crosses Celeste's lips. Let me get a good close look at you, she thinks. We share the same SSS talent. So what is it about you that made Senior Zane care so much? Whatever makes you special, I will find every last bit of it. That evening, Celeste invites me out to dinner, using the meal as a chance to probe my secrets. I agree without a second thought. But the moment we walk into the restaurant, every pair of eyes in the room snaps instantly to Celeste. Oh my, it is the eldest daughter of the imperial capital's Xia clan. Celeste Xia is absolutely stunning. She truly lives up to her name. I heard she is a SSS rank awakener, a true once-in-a-generation prodigy. I raise an eyebrow and glance at Celeste beside me. You are the eldest daughter of the imperial capital's Xia clan? Celeste gives a casual nod. No way, handsome. You actually do not know who Celeste is? A bright, cheerful voice pipes up from nearby. It belongs to Celeste's best friend, Su Ning. She looks me up and down, her eyes gleaming with curiosity. So what is the deal with you two? She is my landlord. I am her tenant, I say. Susu's eyes light up instantly. Celeste is already living with a guy? Spill everything, right now. Celeste rolls her eyes and ignores the teasing. Once we are seated in a private room, I finally turn to Celeste and cut straight to the point. The eldest daughter of the imperial capital's Xia clan goes out of her way to get close to a broke student like me. What exactly are you after? Simple. Celeste does not beat around the bush. I once tried to take Senior Zane as my master, and he turned me down flat, yet Senior Zane traveled all the way to Shanghai province for you, and went so far as to personally execute a military command officer. Even he does not have the right to kill military command officers freely. Now Qin Hao, the Qin family's third son, has filed a formal complaint against him in the military command. Senior Zane's situation has become very delicate. So tell me, what is so extraordinary about you that makes Senior Zane value you this highly? Because I, Celeste Xia, am also a SSS awakener, and I have never been second to anyone. So that is what this is. I cannot help but laugh. Ms. Xia, are you jealous of me? Jealous of you? How could I possibly be jealous of you? Celeste fires back immediately. Senior Zane clearly has his reasons for doing what he does. Why ask me? How would I know? If you want answers, go ask him directly. I grin. When in doubt, fight it out. Susu chimes in from the side. Yes, you two should fight. Maybe after a fight, Celeste will finally understand everything. I can be the referee. Celeste thinks it over for a moment and nods. Susu has a point. A match does make sense, but a direct fight is not ideal. Once I get started, I may not be able to hold back. And I have the Daxia University entrance exam coming up. Getting injured would be a real problem. Here is what I propose. We go outside the barrier. Shanghai Province's military command kill ranking has a monster at number 45. Whoever takes it down first wins. Deal? If I win, you have to tell me. Why exactly did Senior Zane choose you? My interest spikes at once. And if I win? There is no way you win. Then what is the fun in that? Wait. Celeste bites her lip, as if steeling herself. If you win, from this day forward I become your personal aide. Where you say east, I go east. I will not so much as glance west. Deal. After a full meal, our group heads straight to Shanghai Province's military command. Commander Quinn shakes his head so fast it looks like a rattle drum. Absolutely not. Not a chance. You both know how vital you are to Daxia's future. Someday you will become Daxia's guardians, but not today. Uncle Quinn, I know you are looking out for us, but there is really no need to worry. Celeste says calmly, it is only a bronze tier monster. I am not sure what that means to him, but to me, it is nothing. The words barely leave her mouth when a bone-chilling cold erupts from her body. The translucent silhouette of an ice phoenix shimmers into view behind her. Black Iron Tier 10? Miss Xia, it has been less than 1 month since your awakening, if I recall correctly. Commander Quinn's jaw drops. For me, the Black Iron Tier system is barely worth acknowledging. That is our Celeste. Susu cheers from the side. Uncle Quinn, I want to go outside the barrier too. Are you joking? Commander Quinn looks utterly helpless. Ms. Xia's strength speaks for itself, but what rank are you? Hey, Black Iron half tier. Commander Quinn nearly loses his mind. That means you have not even formed a rank badge yet? He turns his gaze to me. What about you? What is your current level? I know you defeated Pen at Black Iron Tier 5 during the awakening ceremony, but if Tier 5 is your limit, I absolutely cannot let you outside. I pause for a moment. Black Iron Tier 3. No, absolutely not. Even Celeste struggles to suppress a laugh beside me. She says playfully, maybe you should just admit defeat now, and spare Commander Quinn the worry about my safety. I think for a brief moment, then turn to the group. Stay right here, all of you. Give me a moment. With that, I turn and walk out of the office, slipping into the restroom next door. I pull out 3 bright red vials and 3 beast cores. These are the blood essence and beast cores from bronze tier 3 monsters I had taken from Pen. Then I activate my talent, Infinite Devour. Under normal circumstances, when someone uses monster blood essence to temper their body, they must first dilute it with a medicinal solution and absorb it slowly through a long soak. Even then, a massive amount of the energy is lost in the process. On average, only about 50% of a single drop of blood essence can actually be absorbed by the human body, and the same goes for beast cores. But in front of me, someone who carries the Infinite Devour talent, those limitations mean absolutely nothing. As the skill activates, Teoti opens its blood-red eyes within my soul sea, and a terrifying suction force erupts in an instant. In the blink of an eye, all 3 vials of blood essence are consumed without a trace. Then I open my mouth and swallow all 3 beast cores whole. The restroom is instantly bathed in a dense red glow. I can feel it clearly, my power surging at a speed visible to the naked eye. Black Iron Tier 6. Done. Those resources push me up 3 sub-tiers in one go. With Wrathful Frenzy active, my power would match Black Iron Tier 10 without question. But that is not enough. I need a crushing, overwhelming victory. So I reach into my pocket and pull out 1 more vial, a golden one. This is the blood essence of a gold tier blood ghost wolf, given to me by Zane. Under normal circumstances, with a Black Iron Tier cultivation level, forcibly absorbing gold tier blood essence carries a 99.9% chance of complete bodily destruction. But I possess Teoti's Infinite Devour talent, and I have absolutely nothing to fear. As I crush the vial in my hand, a dense, overwhelming aura of savage ferocity instantly engulfs the entire military command building. I can see it clearly. The phantom of a blood ghost wolf looms before me, glaring with predatory hunger, as if it might lunge and tear me to shreds at any moment. At the same time, Commander Quinn shoots to his feet in the office, his face twisting in alarm. That killing aura has a monster broken in. Just then a soldier sprints in and reports in a breathless rush. Commander, a gold tier monster's presence has been detected. Stay calm. Where is the source of the aura? Commander, it is in the restroom. What? The restroom? Commander Quinn instantly realizes something is wrong. Celeste and Susu rush after him, all 3 racing toward the end of the corridor. The source of the aura is right there, the restroom at the end of the hall. Commander Quinn looks completely baffled. In this age of monsters, they come in all shapes and forms, but invading a military command restroom? That is a new level of absurd. The moment they reach the restroom door, a scorching wave of energy blasts out from within, followed immediately by a wolf howl that shakes the very air. No mistaking it, that is the presence of a gold-tier monster. Stand back, Commander Quinn roars, and transforms on the spot. In an instant, a wolf's head swallows his human form. Within moments, he becomes a towering werewolf beast, the long blade in his hand radiating a faint flame, fierce and commanding. This is Commander Quinn's awakened beast, the A-rank blade enduring silver wolf, at gold tier 6. Quinn charges into the restroom without hesitation, and the moment he sees what is inside, he freezes in absolute shock. This is a blood ghost wolf? The blood ghost wolf's innate talent is every bit as formidable as his blade-enduring silver wolf. Both are considered first-rate monsters. At the thought, Quinn tightens his grip on his blade and moves to strike, when a clear voice rings out, Commander Quinn, stay back. Only then does Quinn notice I am standing inside the restroom, apparently locked in a face-off with the blood ghost wolf. It is targeting me, a beast that is already dead, and it still thinks it can fight back against me? Pathetic. With my warning, Quinn finally realizes, the blood ghost wolf hovering in the air has no physical body. Did you use the gold tier blood essence Vice Captain Zane gave you? I nod, and now I am absorbing it. Are you out of your mind? Quinn cries out. At your level, even a single drop of gold tier blood essence is enough to shatter your body from the inside, and you are absorbing the entire thing? At this point, Celeste and Susu rush in as well. They take one look at the scene and freeze, faces slack with disbelief. Just watch. I stare up at the phantom of the blood ghost wolf hovering in the air and scoff, my voice dripping with contempt. You want to kill me? Fight back against me? Keep stalling, and I will devour you until there is not a single scrap left. Goaded into a fury, the blood ghost wolf plunges straight down and lunges directly at me. I grin wide, my eyes flashing blood red in an instant, and the phantom of a massive crimson beast opens its jaws and swallows me whole. A deep, pulsing red light swallows me completely, while violent waves of energy ripple outward like a heartbeat, one surge after another. When the red light finally fades, I reappear, and behind me stands the imposing phantom of Tauti, radiating absolute dominance. Celeste's pupils contract sharply. She has seen my transformation in a video before, but witnessing it in person is 1,000 times more staggering. And that aura, even with her SSS Ice Phoenix awakened, it sends a chill through her heart. True instinctive wariness, I stride forward, drive my fist straight into the blood ghost wolf's skull, while the terrifying, devouring force of Tauti wraps around the wolf's entire body like a raging storm. Quinn and the others watch in total shock. How is this possible? He is going to devour the blood ghost wolf's entire blood essence in one go. Is this truly what Tauti can do? In the next second, the blood ghost wolf lets out one final, desperate cry, and its entire body dissolves involuntarily into a torrent of crimson energy that surges into me. My aura surges stronger once again at a pace visible to the naked eye. Black Iron Tier 10, done. As the red light dims completely, I release my transformed state, and look calmly at the dumbstruck Commander Quinn. Commander Quinn, do I qualify to go outside the barrier now? Quinn is so stunned he cannot find a single word to say. Celeste's gaze flickers over me, shifting rapidly. It seems she is finally beginning to understand why Zane values me so highly. Quinn finally snaps back to his senses and speaks with quiet gravity. Very well, I give my permission. You and Celeste may go outside the barrier. However, you are both Daxia's finest. I will follow in the shadows to ensure your safety. Is that acceptable? Of course. Our group makes its way to Shanghai Military Command's teleportation array. A flash of blue light, and all four of us vanish at once. The teleportation array delivers us directly to Daxia Military Command's frontline garrison. The moment we step out of the array, a suffocating aura of violence and blood hits us head-on. Suzu's eyes go wide, her face pale with shock. This is the frontline garrison? Just one wall stands between us and the ruins. She came here once before with her family elders. The last time, a new moonbeast tide had just erupted. Her father came personally to push back the rampaging monsters. The battle was brutal beyond words. Daxia's soldiers and the ruins monsters clashed until the sky turned dark and the earth was soaked in blood. Suzu has never forgotten that sight. Just then, the ground begins to tremble. Dozens of meters away, more than 10 colossal beasts standing over 10 meters tall march in formation toward us. Some grip long blades, others carry shields, their bodies worn and rust-streaked, yet their beast eyes blaze with iron resolve and endurance, every nerve permanently on edge. Celeste's expression grows grave. Those are C-rank insect-type monsters. Massive bodies, tremendous physical strength, but almost no room for growth. Many in Daxia have awakened this type. Here at the garrison, they stay in beast form all day, patrolling without rest, day and night. Some have been here so long they have forgotten whether they are human or beast. Everyone knows it. Daxia has no shortage of awakeners, and these soldiers are the ones thrown to the front lines every single time a new moon beast tide erupts. Their duty, protect the city behind them, until death. Hearing this, a heaviness settles over me. People have always told me this world is cruel, but I have lived within the barrier my entire life, never truly feeling the danger. Standing here at the front line garrison for the first time, I realized just how naive I had been. This place is nothing short of purgatory. The air is thick with the unshakable stench of blood. Enormous beasts pace in every direction on patrol, and from beyond the barrier, the roaring of monsters never once falls silent. Let us move. We head to the next teleportation array, step through it, and we are in the ruins. Then you will see for yourselves just how brutal this world truly is. Commander Quinn hands a map to Celeste. The monster you are after, the flowing water demon frog, is hiding in a lake roughly 3 kilometers outside the garrison. Let me be clear, unless your lives are directly at risk, I will not intervene. Celeste nods. Our figures vanish once more within the light of the teleportation array. Meanwhile, deep in the ruins, beside a clear lake, 3 figures crouch behind the trunks of massive trees. They are members of the Mercenary Corps. Mercenary Corps members live and breathe profit. For the right price, there is nothing they will not do. They have already laid their trap, and are watching the lake ahead with unblinking focus. Boss, will the flowing water demon frog really take the bait? Of course it will, Lily, their leader, whispers back. The flowing water demon frog's favorite food is the black iron tier 3 silver scale fish. Tender flesh, irresistible flavor. It will come out, no question. Out of water, the frog can only use a fraction of its real power. And then, the number 45 on the kill ranking is ours. Just then, a massive red shape bursts from the lake. The flowing water demon frog. This creature possesses not only extraordinary leaping ability, but full command over the power of flowing water. Lily hisses through clenched teeth. Get down! The flowing water demon frog has extremely sharp senses. Do not let it spot you. All 3 hold their breath without making a sound, but they have badly underestimated it. The frog opens its enormous mouth, lets out a piercing screech, and the water condenses into razor-sharp blades that shoot straight toward the trio's hiding spot. Their faces go white. One of them is skewered through the skull by a water spike on the spot, dead instantly. Lily sees the situation turning fatal, and bolts with the remaining companion. But the flowing water demon frog is utterly unhurried. To it, these two are nothing but meat on a cutting board. The flowing water demon frog vanishes in an instant, and reappears directly above them the next. We are finished. I am going to die here. At that razor's edge of a moment, a brilliant blue ice phoenix streaks across the sky, unleashing a storm of ice spikes that carry a bone-splitting chill, hurtling straight at the flowing water demon frog. Lily and her companion seize the opening and scramble to safety, watching Celeste and the flowing water demon frog clash from a distance. The flowing water demon frog watches its meal escape, and its fury ignites in an instant, but it quickly realizes that the ice phoenix before it is a far superior catch. A gleam of greed flashes in the frog's eyes, its tongue cracks like a whip straight at Celeste, while a spray of lethal venom erupts from its mouth. The moment the ice spikes make contact with the venom, every single one of them melts away to nothing. Celeste's expression shifts immediately. It hits her all at once. This flowing water demon frog is no bronze-tier monster. At the critical moment, a towering crimson figure drops from above. I activate Teotihuacan's talent, Wrathful Frenzy, and the entire space is swallowed in a tide of blood red. The massive water column surging toward me is blown apart with a single punch. The flowing water demon frog sees this, and a flash of shock crosses its eyes. It opens its mouth again. 4 churning water columns blast out, charging straight at me. I immediately activate the talent plundered from Pen, Flashblade, and my speed surges an entire tier in an instant. I strike with blinding speed. Crimson palm strikes trailing layers of afterimages, shattering every last water blade. In the next breath, I take one step and vanish from the spot entirely. A golden eagle shadow blazes past, as if Teotihuacan has grown a pair of golden wings, claiming dominion over the sky itself, and I appear directly in front of the flowing water demon frog in an instant. The flowing water demon frog is so terrified its entire body locks up. It cannot move. I clench my fist and throw a single punch, killing it on the spot. As I reach in and extract its beast core and beast jade, the crimson phantom of Teotihuacan slowly fades. Nearby, Celeste watches with a complicated expression on her face. I hold up the beast core and beast jade, give her a faint smile, and say, I win this one. Celeste, a deal is a deal. I lost. Congratulations. Deep down, she knows better than anyone. If I had not stepped in when I did, she would not have escaped without severe injuries, at best. At this point, Lily and her companion emerge from behind the trees. Now that the flowing water demon frog is dead, they look at the beast jade and beast core in my hands, their eyes filled with greed, yet they plaster on expressions of heartfelt gratitude, and bow deeply. Thank you so much for saving our lives. We are truly, truly grateful. Think nothing of it. It was the least we could do, I say evenly. Lily shoots her companion a quick look, then smiles brightly. You have both worked so hard. Our saviors, we have some water here. Would you like some? And the flowing water demon frog? Let us help carry it back for you. With that, she pulls out 2 small vials the size of medicine bottles, filled with clear liquid. This liquid is extracted from a creature called a water sac beast, chemically identical to pure water, with just one difference. It is extraordinarily thirst-quenching. Thank you, but we are not thirsty. Celeste refuses outright. Are our saviors afraid we have poisoned it? We would never do such a thing. You saved our lives. Lily protests at once, doing her best to look hurt and offended. I snatch both vials before anyone can react, toss one to Celeste and say, it is a kind gesture. Do not be rude about it. With that, I twist off the cap and drink the entire thing in one go. Lily rubs her hands together, a sly grin spreading across her face. So, how does it taste, our dear saviors? Not bad at all. I smile pleasantly. Very refreshing. With just a hint of poison. Lily freezes. Wait, you could taste the poison and you still drank it? That is right. I nod. To be precise, I tasted it on the very first sip, but I was genuinely thirsty, so I figured, why not? Lily turns to Celeste with a speechless stare. And you, did you taste it too? Celeste shakes her head, then opens her mouth and spits out a perfectly formed ice cube, with the entire vial I had thrown her sealed inside it, untouched. Both mercenaries stare in stunned silence. I spread my arms wide and grin. Come on then, come kill me. I am poisoned. I am completely helpless right now. At the same time, my blood aura erupts into a raging boil across my entire body, and a savage, crushing pressure floods the area in an instant. The 2 mercenaries see exactly what is coming and bolt without a word. But Celeste raises her hand with a graceful sweep, and a thick wall of ice erupts from the ground, cutting off their escape. With nowhere left to run, their auras ignite, and in the next second both transform into monsters. One of them, an iron-head beast, charges headfirst into the ice wall, while the other, a burrowing rat, immediately starts drilling into the ground, desperate to escape. Unfortunate for them, their speed is pathetically slow compared to mine. I flicker forward in an instant, slam my foot down onto the burrowing rat's skull, then fire a palm strike through the air at the other, and with a single move, both are forced back into human form and stripped of all ability to resist. Commander Quinn strides over and looks down at the 2 figures on the ground, his voice thundering with fury. The sheer audacity. One of them is Celeste Xia, beloved daughter of the imperial capital's Xia clan. The other is a triple S rank awakener, the greatest prodigy in Qinghai province's history. You dared to poison them both. There is no one in all of Daxia who can save you now. The two exchange one glance, and the color drains from their faces completely. I speak calmly, Commander Quinn, finish them. The words barely land before Quinn raises his hand and ends both their lives with a single motion. He then announces in a clear, carrying voice, in this contest, the winner is a complete and total victory. Susu stares at Celeste with exaggerated wide eyes. No way. Starting today, you are his personal handmaiden? Personal handmaiden? Stop talking nonsense. Celeste's cheeks flush faintly as she snaps at her. It is basically the same thing though. Susu grins mischievously. The ice-cold goddess falls from her throne, and falls for a broke nobody. Now that is a love story worth telling. Let us move. Now that this is settled, we head back. Staying out in the wilds too long is dangerous, Commander Quinn urges us. But the moment we return to the garrison, the place is buzzing. 3 young men walk side by side, drawing whispers from everyone around them. Look, prodigies from the imperial capital. What are they doing at our garrison? Are they heading outside the barrier to hunt too? Word is these 3 are about to sit for the Daxia University entrance exam. They came to the ruins specifically to build real combat experience. The moment Celeste spots them, her brow furrows immediately. What, you know them? I ask. They are the Wang family's 3 brothers from the imperial capital. The Wang family leans on the Qin family, and they have a military command general in the family. These 3 have made quite a name for themselves in the imperial capital. Celeste's tone carries a note of gravity. But more importantly, they are on very close terms with Rex, practically his personal lackeys. Her gaze shifts to me and she lowers her voice. If you can, find somewhere to stay out of sight. The Wang brothers awakened sometime before us, with the full weight of the Wang family's resources behind them. Their levels are even higher than mine. Conservatively, all 3 are past bronze tier 3. But the words are barely out of her mouth when the Wang brothers notice our group and saunter over with an air of smug amusement, and at that exact moment, the 10 Fiends Divine Temple sounds a notification inside my mind. The ancient beast True Dragon has issued the first trial. Host must enter the system space within 10 minutes. Failure to comply will result in forced extraction. I go completely blank. Of all the moments, why now? By now the 3 brothers, Crusher, Fang, and Flare Wang, have walked right up to me. Crusher smirks. Well, if it is not Qinghai province's greatest prodigy, what brings the mighty prodigy to the ruins for training? Or is it that the mighty prodigy is not so confident about passing the Daxia University exam? But the moment they spot Celeste, a flicker of wariness crosses all 3 faces. The Xia clan is not someone the Wang family can afford to offend lightly. Ms. Xia, why are you associating yourself with someone like this? Is that any of your business? Celeste shoots back coldly. Ms. Xia's affairs are naturally none of our concern. Crusher sneers. But his affairs, those are very much our business. Uncle Rex has always looked after us 3 brothers. He humiliated Uncle Rex in front of everyone, but Uncle Rex is an elder, so he chose not to lower himself to his level. We 3 brothers have no such restraint. If you have what it takes, step up and face each of us one-on-one. Let us see exactly what Qinghai province's greatest prodigy is made of. Hearing this, Susu waves her fists in outrage, fuming, "Oh, give me a break. These guys are unbelievable. Go beat them senseless." Celeste turns to me as well, and asks quietly, "Can you handle this?" I am just about to reply, when my vision goes dark and my body goes limp. I collapse straight toward Celeste. At the same time, the 10 Fiends Divine Temple's notification sounds again in my mind. Time is up. Forcibly extracting host into the Divine Temple. Commence the True Dragon trial. As a dragon's roar that shakes the heavens tears through the air within a dim and formless space, the silhouette of the True Dragon slowly opens its golden eyes. "Human, welcome to my trial. Pass it, and my power becomes yours." The True Dragon raises its golden horns slowly and gestures toward the space beside it, and a pool of golden liquid shimmers into existence. Thick white mist rising and churning above its surface, an almost unbearable scorching heat washing over me in waves. This is the concentrated essence of my blood. You will enter the dragon blood pool and absorb every last drop within it. During this process, the 10 Fiends Divine Temple will seal Teotihuacan's power within you. You will absorb it through your physical body alone. Endure it, and my power is yours. Fail, and death is your reward. That said, you also have the right to refuse. After all, you are the master of the 10 Fiends Divine Temple. You are under no obligation to accept the power of a true dragon. My lips curl into a light smile. Free power. Why would I ever say no? Without a moment's hesitation, I charge straight toward the dragon blood pool. But the moment my body makes contact with the drifting white mist, my skin is scorched across large patches instantly. Interesting. I lick my lips, my eyes blazing with wild excitement. Come on then, let me show you who is truly the master of this body. Bring the storm, and make it hurt. I leap into the dragon blood pool in one step. The true dragon watches, its eyes full of approval. The first trial, the trial of courage, you have passed. Whether you can survive the second trial, indestructible dragon body, that depends entirely on your own will to survive. Inside the dragon blood pool, I feel as though every part of me is being ground to dust. The golden dragon blood swirling all around me bores into my body from every direction with relentless force. It feels like being run through an enormous grinder. Every bone, every fiber of flesh crushed over and over, then rebuilt, only to be crushed again. This is incredible. I feel like I'm about to take off. This is my body, and I am in charge of it. I roar from within the dragon blood pool, absorbing the dragon blood in a frenzy, as if the bone-splitting, soul-searing agony does not even register. The true dragon watches in absolute disbelief. Is this guy some kind of masochist? As time passes, the golden light within the dragon blood pool grows brighter and brighter. Congratulations, host. First trial of the true dragon complete. Talent acquired. First, Dragon Might. Suppresses 50% of the combat power of monsters at the same level. Second talent, Dragon War Fist. Grants the true dragon clan's innate close combat mastery through physical strength. Third talent, Call Wind and Rain. Allows the host to summon wind and rain at will. Congratulations, host. Second trial of the true dragon complete. Indestructible dragon body acquired. Severed limbs regenerate. The body cannot be killed or destroyed. And dragon runes shield the body against all harm. My heart surges with excitement. This is unreal. So this is the true dragon trial. And now I have one certainty. With physical strength alone, I could crush a bronze tier 1 monster with my bare hands, and with the indestructible dragon body. Unless someone can reduce me to ash in a single strike. Even if half my body is destroyed, I regenerate instantly. Then the true dragon's booming voice fills the space once more. Young one, now that you have completed my trial, you may go. I look forward to the day you inherit the full extent of my power. Thank you, senior. You are a remarkable young man. Boundless potential ahead of you. I believe in you. As I prepare to leave, the true dragon places its dragon pearl in my hands. After I depart, the crimson shadow nearby speaks with an amused lilt. So, old dragon, not bad, right? He is indeed something. After all, he passed my trial. Your trial? Your trial is worth absolutely nothing. Everyone knows all you need to do is eat. And what is wrong with eating? I eat. I get stronger. Food is the foundation of all things. What would you know about anything? I cannot be bothered arguing with you. You are not worth my breath. As the two shadows slowly fade into the dark, my consciousness finally returns to my body. The moment my eyes open, the Wang brothers' mockery hits me. Ah, the perks of being a prodigy. When the fight gets real, just pretend to pass out. Someone carry the little genius home for his nap. What a complete waste of our time. I open my eyes slowly. Celeste beside me is just about to say something when I stretch leisurely and rise to my feet. Hold on, nobody leaves just yet. I call out to the three brothers, who have already started to turn away. What were those three called again? Right, the Wang family 3 bugs. Sorry about that. Stayed up too late last night, got a little drowsy, had a quick nap. You wanted to fight me? Let us get on with it. I need to go home and sleep some more afterward. Do you have any idea who you are talking to? Crusher's face darkens as he snaps. Of course I do. The Wang family 3 bugs. Wang Rat, Wang Pest, and Wang Roach. Is that not what you go by? All three shake with fury, glaring daggers at me. Oh, a real sharp tongue on this one. If you had kept pretending to sleep, we might have let you off, but you just had to wake up. Do not blame us for what comes next. Big brother, let me handle him. Flare steps forward immediately. Hold on. I cut him off. What? Afraid? Crusher sneers. All you have to do is apologize and bow twice, and we 3 brothers will let this go. What I mean is, I say evenly, having you come at me one at a time is a waste of everyone's time. Keep it simple. All 3 of you, at once. I will finish this in one go. The moment the words land, all 3 brothers stare with eyes wide open. 1 against 3? They genuinely cannot tell if this is ignorance or fearlessness. Fine. We will give you exactly that. Everyone present stares in disbelief. The Wang brothers are no ordinary awakeners. Every one of them has awakened an S-rank monster. With a thunderous shout, all 3 transform. 3 massive pillars of light engulf them at once. Moments later, 3 monsters of entirely different forms stand where the brothers once were. Crusher's awakened beast is the S-rank Green Jade Demon Bull. Its enormous frame like a small hillside, its raw power absolutely terrifying. Fang's beast is the Wind Thunder Lightning Cat, commanding both wind and lightning. Its attack speed pushed to the absolute limit. Flare's beast is the Twin Flame Demon, its body wreathed in crimson flames. A master of long-range fire attacks at their most devastating. The onlookers erupt in gasps. Each of the Wang brothers' beasts has its own specialty. Alone they are formidable, but all 3 together? That synergy is virtually unbeatable. The Green Jade Demon Bull's wide-range attacks control the field. The Wind Thunder Lightning Cat's speed pins the target, and the Twin Flame Demon's long-range fire pours on the damage. With that combination working in tandem, even someone 2 or 3 tiers above them might not come out on top. And on top of that, their levels are no joke to begin with. 1 at Bronze Tier 3, 1 at Bronze Tier 4, and 1 at Bronze Tier 5. At this point, Flare loses his patience and barks, "Hey, transform already, and let us end this farce." Transform? Into what? I scoff. If I transform, you would not even get a chance to try. Come at me as you are. The Wang brothers stare at me, utterly disbelieving. I genuinely cannot watch this. Does this guy ever stop bluffing? He refuses to transform. What exactly does he think he's going to do? The arrogance is something else. A human taking on monsters in human form? You have got to be kidding. One slap from any of those beasts would send him spinning like a top. I crook a finger at Flare and say evenly, Come on already, stop wasting time. You were the loudest one just now, you go first. Flare snaps at that. Flames roar across his entire body. He lets out a ground-shaking roar and lunges straight at me. I activate the True Dragon's second talent, Dragon War Fist, one single, ordinary-looking punch, and Flare is sent flying hard through the air. I close the distance instantly and throw another. Flare is driven back step by step, unable to land a single counter. Disbelief floods Flare's mind. How is this possible? I am losing in a straight-up exchange, and he is still in human form. Now do you understand? I say calmly. If I transformed, you would not even qualify to raise a hand against me. Everyone watching is dumbstruck. They simply cannot believe that a human body is capable of this kind of raw, destructive force. In just 3 moves, I have left Flare completely unable to fight back, his combat ability reduced to 0. Finally, Fang can no longer hold back. A violent gust tears through the air as a thick bolt of lightning crashes down straight toward me. I raise a hand with casual ease and dissolve the lightning entirely. This is the indestructible dragon body at work. A human body just took that? Commander Quinn and the others beside him are so stunned they cannot find a single word. Every year, countless human awakeners fall in battle because they failed to transform in time, cut down while still in human form. If every soldier possessed physical strength like mine, Daxia's casualty rate would drop by a staggering margin. Now Fang's Wind Thunder Lightning Cat charges at me again, and at the same time, Crusher's Green Jade Demon Bull finally moves. It launches into the air and slams down onto the ground with full force, war trampling. A massive shockwave erupts outward in every direction, crashing straight into me with tremendous force. At the same time, Flare, having recovered slightly, lets out a howl, launches himself into the air, and dives straight down at me from above. Lightning from Fang charges head-on. Flare's flames dive from above, and the ground beneath my feet is crumbling and caving in. The onlookers burst into murmurs. The coordination on these 3 is absolutely flawless. That attack leaves no blind spots. Even if he transformed right now, he might not be able to hold it off. It is over. He is either dead or crippled after this. He overestimated himself. Commander Quinn's brow snaps into a frown and he moves to intervene, but Celeste suddenly grabs his arm. Wait, Commander Quinn, do not move yet. Look at him. My face shows not a single trace of panic. I grin wide and call out in a clear, carrying voice, "All right, time to end this farce." A pillar of golden light pierces straight through the clouds. I transform, taking the form of an ancient true dragon. Quinn and the others drop their jaws, faces drained of color. He awakened a second beast? And judging by this aura, it is SSS rank. How can this be? His first awakening was Taudi. When did he get a second? The Wang brothers are completely at a loss. But in the very next second, I release a dragon's roar that shakes the entire world, and a crushing, all-consuming pressure explodes outward in every direction. All 3 Wang brothers are swept off their feet and hurled back by the force of it. This is my newly awakened ability, Dragon Might. All 3 feel their combat power forcibly crushed by 30%, and even the will to fight drains out of them completely. Who gave you permission to stand in my presence? On your knees. The overwhelming might of the ancient true dragon forces all 3 brothers to revert to human form and slams them hard into the ground, unable to move. In that moment, the very air around us seems to stop moving. Every onlooker stares at the scene before them, unable to believe their own eyes. I, at Black Iron Tier 10, stand like an untouchable sovereign above them all. Without raising a single hand, I have defeated 3 Bronze Tier fighters. If you are weak, train harder. If you cannot handle losing, do not play, I say without a shred of emotion. All 3 brothers drag themselves off the ground, faces pale with fear, and speak in trembling voices. We admit you are strong. This round is ours to lose. And what good does admitting it do? I let out a cold laugh. You say it as though I needed your acknowledgement. Then what do you want? I smile and speak up. Pay up. Blood essence, beast cores, beast jade, serums, all of it. Otherwise, I can guarantee you, none of you are getting into Daxia University. Mo, don't push your luck. What? You'd rather not. Back off. We agree. All 3 dig out 5 vials of blood essence from bronze 5th rank beasts, plus 5 beast cores of the same rank, and shove them over. I pocket everything with a satisfied grin. In the days that follow, I plan to keep absorbing the blood essence and beast cores to push my rank higher, while getting a feel for both Taudi's power and the true dragon's strength. Just over 2 weeks remain, until the Daxia University exam. This is a brutal, life-or-death trial. It leaves 0 room for carelessness. Meanwhile, at the Qin family estate in the imperial capital, Rex looks at his son Ren with a grave expression. Ren, are you truly entering the Daxia University exam? Yes, father, I have to be there. Ren's eyes burn with venom and wounded pride. Mo humiliated me in front of everyone. He will pay for that. SSS rank or not, I have never bowed to anyone in my life, and I will cut him down all the same. That's my son. That is exactly the spirit I raised you to have. Rex laughs loudly, beaming with pride. The laughter fades as a strikingly beautiful woman steps in, Ren's mother, Madame Frost. For this exam, your 3 uncles have prepared something special. She claps once. 9 young fighters step forward, each radiating a bone-deep killing intent. Mother, what is this? Your 3 uncles hold high positions in military command. Naturally, they have talented soldiers at their disposal. These 9 will accompany you into the exam. Inside, you can use their strength to do whatever needs to be done. The implication is unmistakable. All 9 carry S-rank talent, and one has even awakened at double S rank. A formidable escort indeed. Ren stares in disbelief, then bows deeply. Please convey my gratitude to my uncles. Patience, this is just the beginning. Next is a gift from your grandfather. Madame Frost produces 2 long blades, both deep crimson, and places them in Ren's hands. These were forged from the bones of the Golden Jade 8th rank Crimson Flame Hell Gold Beast. Your grandfather even embedded its beast jade into the blades. That means you can unleash the beast's innate ability, Crimson Flame Meteor Slash. At full power, it can gravely wound even a blue Jade tier fighter. The university's exam rules cap its output, so your grandfather has suppressed the limit to bronze 10th rank. Even so, with these twin blades, you will fear no opponent in single combat. Ren's eyes light up with awe and excitement. Then Madame Frost produces a vial. This is a custom origin energy serum I commissioned from Tang Industries. It will push both your body and your origin energy past their current limits in one treatment. Remember, the Qin family of the Imperial Capital stands behind you. As long as the Qin family stands, no one can touch you. So go, and do exactly what needs to be done. Rex steps forward. Ren, for the next 2 weeks you train with me personally. I will sharpen your real combat instincts. Back on my end, I finish absorbing every last drop of blood essence and every beast core I squeezed out of the Wang brothers. My rank climbs smoothly to bronze, 1st tier. I then pull out a glowing crystal. The apology gift from Captain Blaze of the Blood Flame Holy Order, the beast jade of a gold rank meteor fire wolf. Normally, a beast jade carries all of a beast's abilities from its lifetime, but how much you actually inherit comes down to luck. I press my hand to the crystal, and the next instant my eyes go wide. 100% skill inheritance. I can even transform into the meteor fire wolf itself. Is this Teoti's infinite devourer at work again? The transformation can only be used once, but once active, it has no time limit. I sit down at my computer and type in a URL. Today is the last day to register for the underground fighting tournament. The champion takes home blood essence and a beast core from a silver 6th rank beast, plus 2 million Daxia credits in prize money. Resources are exactly what I need right now. And with the meteor fire wolf's power, I have the perfect disguise. Registration done. I pull out a wolf mask and strap it on, then pick a fighter name, Fang Wolf. In the underground arena, fighting under a fake name is standard. Everyone takes a fighter alias. Masked fighters like me are just as common as unmasked ones. Before long, I arrive at the tournament venue. As I make my way toward the advanced bracket entrance, the crowd's roar washes over me, and the scoreboard flashes. Match 1. Bronze 1st rank Fang Wolf versus Bronze 5th rank Ghostface. The crowd erupts in disbelief, buzzing with chatter. A bronze 1st rank in the advanced bracket? Is this a joke? What is the organizer thinking? They're letting trash like that on stage? Up in the VIP section, Susu grabs Celeste excitedly. Celeste, bet on Ghostface. I just threw in 500,000. 5 rank against 1 rank. There is no way he loses. Easy money to start us off. But Celeste frowns. Logically, Susu is right, but a certain someone just flashes through her mind. Susu, pull your bet. Trust me. 10,000 on Fang Wolf, 10,000 on Ghostface. Susu's jaw drops. Is that really necessary? Just do it. Fine. I listen to the crowd piling money on Ghostface and sigh inwardly. Should have gotten someone to put more on me when I had the chance. While I'm still thinking it over, my opponent climbs onto the stage. He looks me over and flashes a dismissive smirk. Fang Wolf? Bronze 1st rank? Are you here to make me laugh? Come on then, I'll even let you go first. What? I deadpan. You got a death wish? Sure do. Think you can grant it? Ghostface lets out a roar and transforms on the spot. A blade mantis over 2 meters tall rises before the crowd. The audience explodes with excitement. Now that's a beast. This is locked in. Easy money. I put in 50,000, 5,000 back, not bad. Suzu grabs onto Celeste in a panic, shaking her frantically. We're done, Celeste, we're going to lose. I'll bite you for this. Blade Mantis charges straight at me. My first instinct is to end it in one move, but I stop myself. Chances to milk this kind of money don't come around often. Better to drag it out and drive my odds up first. 10 full minutes pass. The round finally ends with both of us flat on the stage, battered and bloodied. As the referee's count nears its end, I force myself upright, gasping and staggering, putting on the most convincing performance of my life. The crowd who bet on Ghostface erupts in curses. Susu shoots to her feet screaming, We won! 100,000 profit! Celeste, you absolute legend! Don't bet on Fang Wolf next round, Celeste says, shaking her head. This win was pure luck, and he's injured on top of that. Even Celeste has bought the act, and she is not alone. Nearly everyone in the venue has. I slip to the corner of the stage and wave down a security guard. Hey, do me a favor, go place a bet for me. Next match, 1 million on Fang Wolf. The guard stares at me, completely frozen. Bro, are you serious right now? The big screen updates. Match 2. Bronze 1st rank Fang Wolf versus Bronze 8th rank Demon Lion. In his last fight, Demon Lion bit his opponent's head clean off. He is also one of only 3 fighters considered genuine championship contenders in the advanced bracket. The betting odds for this round stand at a jaw-dropping 15-1. Nobody believes I have a chance. I just grin. I step back onto the stage. Time to get paid. Match 2 is about to begin. Susu turns to Celeste eagerly. Celeste, what's the call this round? Bet on Demon Lion. The gap between 1st rank and 8th rank is just too wide. Got it. Susu dashes off to place the bet. Meanwhile, I catch a familiar figure out of the corner of my eye. What is she doing here? I pull out my phone and text Celeste. You're here watching the tournament? You're here too? Did you bet? Susu put 500,000 on Demon Lion. Pull it. Trust me. Put everything on Fang Wolf. Wait, are you the one who put $1 million on Fang Wolf? That's me. Celeste spins around and grabs Susu urgently. Susu, cancel the Demon Lion bet. All of it. Put everything on Fang Wolf, and another 500,000 for me. Susu stares at her. Celeste, are you okay? You told me to bet on Demon Lion. I changed my mind. Fang Wolf, go. Meanwhile, Demon Lion and I step onto the stage together. His eyes lock onto me, filled with killing intent. Transform. Demon Lion becomes a mystic lion 3 meters tall, radiating a terrifying aura. With that presence, how could he possibly lose? This one is a lock. The mystic lion lunges straight at me, but in the next instant golden light floods the entire stage. When it fades, a golden 5-clawed true dragon stands where I was. The entire crowd freezes. Wait, wasn't his beast a meteor firewolf? Is he a dual awakener? No way. Is that an actual true dragon? Susu claps both hands over her mouth and stares at Celeste. Celeste, this can't be. It is. That's Mo. Celeste lets out a helpless laugh. No wonder he was so confident when he told her to bet on Fang Wolf. A dual awakener. Interesting. Demon Lion's voice is cold. But bronze 8th rank against bronze 1st rank. You are still dreaming. He activates his ability. A Lion King's roar erupts, deafening and earth-shaking. The sound wave solidifies into a physical force and crashes toward me. My eyes shift. A dragon's roar tears through the air, drowning out the Lion King's roar entirely. Demon Lion's expression collapses. Dragon might crashes down on him, and he feels his entire combat power cut in half on the spot. I step forward. My dragon claw punches straight through the mystic lion's chest. Did you actually think you could fight me? I say calmly. If I hadn't needed to drive my odds up, last round would have taken me 10 seconds. With a single flick of my claw, Demon Lion's body flies across the stage and crashes down hard. He does not get up. Dead silence falls over the entire arena. Then the crowd who bet on Demon Lion erupts in a storm of cursing. I revert to human form and step off the stage, heading to collect my 15 million. A middle-aged man stops me. Mr. Fang Wolf, I run this arena. Your strength is genuinely impressive. The thing is, you just won 15 million credits, and that has put this venue in a rather difficult position. What, can't handle a loss? I say flatly. Of course not. He laughs nervously. It is just, would you be willing to play something bigger? My interest sharpens immediately. Tell me. Prize money up to 20 million, and the Blood Essence and Beast Core upgraded from silver to gold 1st rank. Are you interested? Simple enough. In the next fight, the remaining 11 contestants, plus one more I will add, take you on together. All 12 at once. Can you handle that? I have one condition of my own, I say. If I win, you throw in 1,000 bronze rank beast carcasses on top. D rank is fine. Deal. And if you lose, Mr. Fangwolf, then I walk away from the 15 million and you keep my million bet as well. That doesn't quite feel balanced, the man says, shaking his head. Since you added your own condition, so will we. If you lose, you stay with this arena for the rest of your life, our permanent enforcer. So they want me as a cash-generating pawn. I find this deeply amusing. Done. The announcement sends the arena into a frenzy. The 12th fighter is him, last year's champion, bronze 10th rank, the Devilman Triple Shot. I remember when Triple Shot steamrolled this entire tournament, cutting through everyone in his path. That's how he earned the name Devilman. This guy is the real deal. Fang Wolf is done for. Place your bets. Up on the stage, Triple Shot looks at me with a cold smile. Once upon a time I was just like you. I steamrolled this entire underground arena too. But in the end, a man can't outmuscle what's above him. Even when I won the championship, I never saw a single credit of the prize money. Instead, I became the arena's manager and lost my freedom. But Director Ashton has promised, if I beat you today, I get my freedom back. So I am sorry, but you will be taking my place in this cage. All of you, come at once. The words barely leave his mouth before an evil rock demon turtle materializes on the stage. One after another, a pack of beasts in all shapes and sizes complete their transformations and crowd onto the stage. Standing before this horde, I look no bigger than an ant, but I do not flinch. Dragon Might activates. All 12 beasts feel their combat power crushed by 50% in an instant. Then, from the void, a massive golden sword slowly rises into view. The true Dragon Sword, one of the supreme treasures nurtured by the Dragon Pearl. I have not fully inherited the Dragon Pearl's power yet, but against these opponents, it is more than enough. I swing the sword. Several divine dragons come howling out of the blade. All 12 beasts on the stage stand paralyzed. What the? How are we supposed to fight this? One beast screams and tries to flee. The Azure Dragon swallows it whole. Another breathes fire, only for the Crimson Dragon to answer with a single breath that reduces it to charcoal. Another beast, trusting in its thick hide, charges the Black Dragon and gets crushed to nothing in one claw. In a single exchange, 11 beasts are either dead or broken, completely out of the fight. Triple Shot has lost every trace of his earlier swagger. His voice shakes. I surrender. I'm afraid not. My voice is calm. You killed every challenger who came before you. Here, the same rule applies. Don't push me. I will drag you down with me. Please, go ahead and try. At those words, Triple Shot's evil rock demon turtle form, begins charging a massive blast of flame in its jaws. I expect it to come straight at me, but he suddenly spins around and fires it into the sky. Then without another word he leaps into the air. Making a break for it, I transform into the five-clawed true dragon and launch skyward in one step. A dragon's roar shakes the heavens, and my massive form drops from above, slamming down directly in his path. I press the true dragon sword against his throat. Go on, try running again. Please, spare me. I raise the true dragon sword without hesitation. At that exact moment, a booming voice cuts through the air. Stop! A silver-haired elder strides into the arena, flanked by a group of sharply dressed men radiating unmistakable authority. Good heavens, that's Director Ashton of Ashton Corp. Just as the crowd assumes Triple Shot is saved, I pay the voice no mind. The sword comes down, and Triple Shot's life ends. I lift my gaze to the silver-haired man and speak evenly. What did you just say? I don't think I caught that. Ashton's face twists with rage. In 15 years running Ashton Corp, I have never seen arrogance like yours, but your strength is not enough to back up that pride. Today, you pay for what you have done. Two bald men behind him step forward. In the next instant, two tyrant dragon beasts, each over 10 meters tall, appear on the stage, roaring with terrifying force. Those are Class C tyrant dragon beasts, both silver 5th rank on top of that. That's the director of Ashton Corp for you. Even his bodyguards carry that kind of firepower. Absolutely stacked. Word is Ashton has an entire squad of tyrant dragon bodyguards. As the two tyrant dragons move to surround me, Celeste's expression turns ice cold. She pulls out her phone without hesitation. First, a message to Commander Quinn, then a call to Zane all the way in the Imperial capital. At the same time, Susu calls her father, Governor Roland. Zane hears the news, narrows his eyes, and lets out a short laugh. That kid sure knows how to stir things up, but honestly I love that fearless streak of his. My take? Just flatten the whole Ashton Corp and be done with it. Celeste breaks into a cold sweat. Typical. This is Zane, the Imperial capital's most notorious troublemaker. Nothing is ever too reckless for him, but she also knows that help from far away does nothing for the crisis right now. Senior Zane, this is not the time for that, she says urgently. Mo is about to be in serious trouble. Zane waves it off, his voice casual but carrying absolute confidence. Relax. I'm under house arrest from the Holy Order captain, so I can't go myself, but I'll have my uncle make a trip. He owes the kid a favor from last time anyway. Just handle it the usual way. Celeste's eyes go wide with shock. Uncle Ethan, coming to Shanghai province in person? This is enormous. She glances sideways at Ashton, and the look in her eyes turns quietly amused. Things just got very interesting. Meanwhile, the two tyrant dragon beasts have me completely surrounded. I do not flinch. Instead, I spread my arms wide, as dragon mark light surges around my body, radiating a commanding golden glow. These tyrant dragons carry trace amounts of dragon bloodline in their veins, and the pure dragon might I radiate triggers an instinctive, overwhelming suppression. Both beasts let out low, helpless whimpers and circle me in loops, unable to bring themselves a single step closer. Ashton's face darkens to something dangerous. What are you two useless beasts doing? Why aren't you attacking? The only answer he gets is more pitiful whimpering, and both beasts actually take 2 steps back. Ashton loses his temper and waves the 2 bodyguards forward, but the 4 silver-ranked tyrant dragons nearby remain frozen under dragon might. Not one dares to move. Big, get up there. Ashton is beside himself with rage. Big is the leader of all Ashton's tyrant dragons, a silver 9th-ranked beast at the peak of its class. On command, this mountain-sized tyrant dragon lets out an earth-shaking roar and lunges at me with its jaws wide open, going straight for the kill. At the moment the entire crowd assumes I am finished, a figure tears through the air and lands squarely in front of me. It is Commander Quinn, head of military command. Quinn transforms instantly into the blade-enduring Silver Wolf. A brilliant blade flash tears through the void, and in an instant, the charging tyrant dragon is split clean in 2, blood spattering across the floor. Mo, you alright? Another second and this could have gone very badly. Don't worry, I'm here now, and you will get justice today, I promise. Quinn turns, his ice-cold gaze locking onto Ashton, killing intent radiating from every word. Ashton, give me an explanation, or I will level your Ashton Court building to the ground, right now. Ashton's face goes utterly pale. He cannot begin to understand how a nobody fighting under the name Fang Wolf could possibly command the personal attention of someone at Quinn's level. He steels himself and steps onto the stage, just opening his mouth to argue, when Quinn, without a single word, charges at him with blade in hand. Quinn, have you lost your mind? Ashton stumbles back, his voice cracking with desperation. You think I can't cut off military command's resource supply? All this, for some nobody kid? Is it really worth it? I will be straight with you. It was Flair Wang of the Imperial Capital's Wang family who personally ordered me to deal with him. That is someone neither of us can afford to cross, and his disciple is here in this very arena right now. Quinn hears this, and bursts out laughing. I was wondering who was backing you up, and it's just Flair Wang. Funny. You want to guess why he did not dare show up himself? He turns toward the stands, and raises his voice. Governor Roland, a man of your standing, sitting there in disguise all this time, come on out. In front of Quinn, Ashton could still manage a few words, but in front of Governor Roland he does not even dare to breathe. Every foothold Ashton Corp has in Shanghai province runs through the governor. Roland is the one man Ashton has feared his entire life. I agree with Commander Quinn. Governor Roland steps calmly into the arena, his gaze settling on Ashton without a flicker of emotion. You owe Fang Wolf an explanation. Governor, I had no choice in this. It was Flair Wang's personal order. Let me call him right now. Or perhaps you would prefer to speak with him directly. Ashton frantically dials his phone. On the other end, Flair Wang, still lying in the ICU, hears the full story and explodes with rage. I let it go last time and now he is sticking his nose in my business again? Does he think I'm made of clay? Get him on the line. Ashton quickly thrusts the phone toward Quinn and the governor. Flair's voice screams through the phone with unhinged arrogance. Who do you people think you are? I'm telling you, Fang Wolf is mine. Try and stop me if you dare. The call cuts off with a loud click. Governor Roland's expression drops cold. Quinn is shaking with fury. It takes everything he has not to reveal my real identity on the spot. Over in the stands, a young man bursts out laughing. It is Zach Wang, Flair's cousin. Young Master Zach, enjoying yourself at my arena tonight? Ashton rushes over, all smiles. It was fine, until some piece of garbage ruined it, and cost me over 3 million. Zach waves his hand with open impatience. 3 million? That's nothing. Ashton snaps his fingers, and his men haul in 5 cases. This 5 million is a small token for me, Director Ashton. I hope you will put in a good word for me with young Master Flair. Not bad. You know how to play the game. Zach gives a satisfied nod. Up in the stands, Susu grabs Celeste's hand in a panic. Celeste, what do we do? Even Uncle Quinn and my dad can't hold this down. Stay calm. Uncle Ethan is almost here. Celeste's voice is steady. Uncle Ethan? Which Uncle Ethan? Celeste says just 2 words. Tang Industries. Susu nearly leaps out of her seat. Tang Industries? Senior Ethan Tang himself? That's insane. Celeste, you are unbelievable. This is not my doing. It's all Senior Zane's arrangement. Celeste shakes her head. Just then, Zach Wang orders Ashton to bring me over immediately. Quinn's grip on his blade tightens, killing intent radiating off him in waves so thick it's almost visible. I slowly slide my hand into my pocket and close my fingers around the golden token Zane gave me. Sealed inside is a strike from the 9 Heavens Silver Dragon. A single, absolute blow. Just as I'm about to activate it, a middle-aged man with a face of iron walks calmly into the arena. The badge on his chest is unmistakable, the insignia of a military command war general, a figure of that rank. There are only 108 in all of Daxia. But what makes the entire crowd gasp is this. The decorated war general is walking respectfully behind another man, like a personal bodyguard. What kind of person commands a war general as an escort? Moment Ashton sees the man's face, it's as if lightning has struck him. He goes blank on the spot, because the man who has just walked in stands at the very top of the pyramid in their world. Top 10 on the global rich list across 100 nations, founder of Tang Industries, Ethan Tang. Alright, now that I'm here, this little farce is over. Ethan Tang speaks without raising his voice. Then he smiles and walks toward me. Who are you, old man? Who gave you the nerve to strut in here like you own the place? Zach Wang's face drops, and the insult flies out. Ethan Tang does not even glance at him. He keeps walking. Look at this old fool putting on a show, Zach mutters as he steps forward, reaching out to grab Ethan Tang by the shoulder. His hand never reaches its target. General Ardent snaps his gaze onto Zach, cold, precise, absolute. Before Zach can react, General Ardent moves. One sharp motion and a clean crack of bone fills the air. Zach lets out a gut-wrenching scream. You dare touch me? Do you have any idea who I am? I'm from the Wang family of the Imperial Capital. At that, Ethan Tang turns and speaks with an easy smile. Even Patriarch Warren himself would not dare pull rank on me. It seems the younger generation of the Wang family has surpassed the master, considerably more brazen than the man himself. Those words freeze Zach completely. For the first time, it dawns on him that the man standing before him is not ordinary in the slightest. Open your eyes and look carefully, General Ardent says coldly. Zach's eyes fall on the war general's insignia on Ardent's chest, and his soul nearly leaves his body. His legs give way beneath him. Senior, may I ask your name? I have been incredibly rude. Please forgive me. I am Zach Wang of the Imperial Capital's Wang family. My father is Victor Wang, and Patriarch Warren is my uncle. I don't care who you are, and I have no interest in knowing who stands behind you. The only person in the Wang family I recognize is Patriarch Warren. Ethan Tang's tone is perfectly flat. Go ask him. See if he knows the name Ethan Tang. Those words hit Zach like a plunge into ice water. His mind goes completely blank. What happened? Not calling me old man anymore. That single offhand line from Ethan Tang sends a full-body shiver through Zach. He drops to his knees with a thud and bows furiously. I was wrong, Senior. I am truly deeply wrong. Celeste walks down from the stand, Susu in tow. Ethan Tang turns to me with a light smile. Since I'm already here, there's no reason for you to keep hiding who you are. Celeste starts to object, but Ethan Tang raises a hand. I know what you're worried about. Ardent, bring it out. General Ardent produces a compact mechanical device. This is Tang Industries' latest development, the memory modifier. Everything that has happened here today will be erased from the minds of all uninvolved parties. It is single-use and costs over 1 billion to produce, but for Daxia's greatest prodigy, it is worth every credit. Ethan Tang turns to Ashton, whose face has gone ashen. Ashton, this cost comes out of Ashton Corp. Ashton stands frozen, unable to utter a single word in protest. I reach up and slowly pull off the mask. The moment the crowd sees my face, the entire arena erupts. It's Mo! That's Mo! Qinghai Province's #1 genius, Triple S rank awakener Mo. Ashton's legs give out beneath him, and he crumples to the floor. He finally understands why Quinn and Governor Roland would go to any length to protect this person. And that brings this farce to a close. Ethan Tang speaks calmly. The Wang family's pettiness has been quite an eye-opener. When I get back, I will have a thorough conversation with Patriarch Warren. Just then, Ashton and Zack exchange a glance, and both feel their stomachs drop at the exact same moment. Just moments ago, Flair Wang dispatched a military command officer toward this location. By now, he should almost be here. Both of them silently pray with everything they have, please don't show up. But the next second, a figure crashes down from above. The impact shakes the entire underground arena 3 times over. It is Commander Saxon. Where are Governor Roland and Commander Quinn? Come forward and bow, now. Whatever hope Zack and Ashton were clinging to dies completely in that moment. But in the next instant, Saxon takes in the faces around him, and his own expression collapses. He drops to his knees without hesitation. Saxon, was it Flair Wang who sent you here? Or Patriarch Warren? Ethan Tang asks. It was young Master Flair. Did you catch that, young Zane? Ethan Tang's laugh is light, but there is ice beneath every word. Flair Wang. Interesting. I, Zane, have said it 1,000 times. I never interfere in fights between the younger generation, but the moment someone uses power and connections to bully those beneath them, I step in. Every time. The Wang family, is it? You just walked straight into my crosshairs. Zane's cold voice cuts through the phone. A flicker of exasperation crosses Ethan Tang's eyes. He turns to me, 30 years old and still this loud about everything. Don't pick up his habits. No worries, Senior Tang. My style is simpler. I just kill them and be done with it. Ethan Tang blinks, then bursts out laughing. Now I finally understand why Zane picked you out of everyone. Kid, you are genuinely something else. Meanwhile, back in the Imperial capital, Zane stands at the entrance of his villa, silver dragon spear in hand. 2 Holy Order fighters step forward quickly. Vice Captain Zane, you are not permitted to leave. I never said I was going anywhere, just making a delivery. The words barely land, and Zane hurls the silver dragon spear into the air with one hand. Ever heard the saying? Express delivery, guaranteed arrival? The 2 fighters exchange a confused look and shake their heads. You will. Zane smiles, hands them each a cigarette, and turns back inside. Meanwhile, at the Wang family estate in the Imperial capital, the Wang brothers have finally recovered enough to be discharged from the hospital. 1 more week and they should be fully healed, just in time for the Daxia University exam ceremony. Little brother, what's on your mind? Fang and Crusher frown, watching Flair stare into the distance. Nothing. My heart just keeps pounding like something bad is about to happen. Flair's brow stays knotted. There's a needle-sharp sting radiating through his back, an ominous, crawling feeling he cannot explain. Stop overthinking it. Rest up and focus on the exam. We need to back Ren up properly this time. The family gave him some serious equipment. What Mo did to us last time, we're taking it all back with interest. The 3 brothers seethe. With Ren on our side, Mo won't know which way is up. Wait, all 3 frown at the same moment. Is something coming from the horizon? That wind. It's too loud. Something's wrong. Am I hearing a dragon's roar? Come on, you've been in bed too long. You're hearing things. I'm not imagining it. It's real. Listen. You're serious? What? Why is it getting louder? All 3 snap their heads up and see a silver spear tearing across the sky, ripping through the air from the distance, a dragon's roar thundering from the weapon itself, like a silver dragon riding the heavens, screaming straight toward the Wang family estate. Why does that spear look so familiar? Of course it's familiar. That is the silver dragon spear, combat weapon of the 9 heavens silver dragon himself, Zane. All 3 brothers go rigid, scalps prickling with sheer dread. Why? Is the silver dragon spear coming here? They stare at each other in blind panic. What are you standing there for? Run! Crusher shouts. The 3 brothers scramble and stumble deeper into the estate, looking exactly like kids who picked a fight, realized they were losing, and are now sprinting home in tears to find their parents. Zane, what has the Wang family ever done to you? At that moment, Patriarch Warren is sitting in the living room having tea, waiting for his 3 sons to return. A crushing wave of spear intent washes over him, followed by that unmistakable dragon's roar, and his expression shifts instantly. He flashes out into the sky above the estate and transforms in an instant. A massive purple lion materializes, his signature beast soul, the spirit Berserk King Lion. The great lion is armored head to toe in deep violet plates, every piece set with countless glittering crystals, domineering, magnificent, and overwhelmingly powerful. Warren unleashes a lion's roar that shakes the heavens and earth, trying to intercept the silver dragon spear with sheer force of sound, but the spear tears through everything. Unstoppable. Warren's freshly entered golden jade tier strength is no match for a single strike like this. Damn it all! Absolute panic flashes in the eyes of the spirit Berserk King Lion. Warren throws himself aside. The silver dragon spear descends like a dragon falling from the sky, jaws wide open, and plunges straight into the Wang family estate. Dad, help us! The silver dragon spear crashes down. The shockwave sweeps across the grounds and hits the 3 brothers dead on. All 3 lose what's left of their composure. One thought races through each of their minds. We just got discharged. And now we're going back to the ICU? All 3 are sent flying, spitting blood, bones shattered across their bodies. And they hit the ground screaming. The silver dragon spear drives on like a spear from the heavens itself, boring straight through the entire Wang family estate from top to bottom. Warren reverts to human form. His expression is beyond words. Send my spear back when you're done. Zane's voice echoes over the estate. Warren shakes with rage. Zane, you nearly crippled my 3 sons, almost demolished my entire estate, and now you want me to send your spear back to you? What do you take me for? Your errand boy. He turns to his 3 sons writhing on the ground. What in the world happened? Why would Zane attack the Wang family out of nowhere? Does anyone want to explain? All 3 are trembling on the ground, half from pain, half from terror. At that moment, Warren's phone rings. Hello, Saxon, what is it? He answers with a frown. Save me, master, please save me. Saxon's voice comes through on the verge of tears. What happened? Who is threatening you? Aren't you with General Ardent right now? With him there, who would dare touch you? Warren's frown deepens. It is General Ardent and Senior Ethan Tang. Ethan Tang? Warren presses a hand to his temple. A headache is already building. First, Zane attacks the Wang family without warning. Now his own disciple is begging him in tears. To say none of this is connected would be laughable. What is going on? Where are you right now? I'm in Qinghai Province. Qinghai Province? What were you doing there? Young Master Flair sent me. It goes like this. Saxon recounts the entire story through tears. And why exactly are Ethan Tang and General Ardent in Qinghai Province? They came to help the young fighter who goes by Fang Wolf. Fang Wolf? Which Fang Wolf? Warren nearly drops his phone. Mo. Fang Wolf is Mo, master. Are you out of your mind, you absolute fool? Warren stares at Flair lying on the ground, and the killing intent in his eyes nearly overflows. Everything suddenly makes sense. Why Zane attacked the Wang family without warning. Why Ethan Tang personally made the trip to Qinghai Province. It was all caused by these 2 disasters he calls family. You are going to be the death of me. Warren roars at Flair like an enraged lion. Mo, but that was Fang Wolf. Flair stares blankly, completely lost. Fang Wolf nothing. That was Mo. Are you serious? Zack, you worthless piece of garbage, you've destroyed me. Flair finally processes it, and erupts into a stream of curses. Master, are you still there? I'm here, what else? Warren forces himself to breathe and hold it together. There is one more thing. Senior Tang was also present, and Zack called him old man to his face. Old man? He called Ethan Tang old man. Warren's vision goes dark. He nearly passes out on the spot. He himself would never dare speak to Ethan Tang that way. How did Zack have the nerve? Every generation of this family gets bolder than the last. I'm done. Whoever wants to be patriarch can have it, because I refuse to keep carrying this. Warren hangs up. His scalp is completely numb. Thoroughly, irreversibly numb. One of them offended Zane. The other called Ethan Tang old man to his face. Do they genuinely believe that not having a pre-existing heart condition means they can't be killed by stress? Dad? Flair calls out, his voice small. Don't call me Dad. You're the impressive one here. Maybe I should start calling you Dad. Please don't. Flair knows he has made a catastrophic mess of things, and he is shaking like a leaf. Father, what do we do now? Crusher and Fang stare at Flair, and the look in their eyes is pure murder. This idiot brother of theirs, bad enough he brought this on himself, but he dragged them right back into the ICU the moment they walked out of it. What do? We apologize where we owe an apology. We bow where we need to bow. We accept what we have done. And first, we respectfully return Zane's spear. Warren rubs his temples, feeling completely drained. What kind of disaster is this? This came completely out of nowhere. He feels exactly like the legendary General Li Jing must have felt, sitting at home peacefully, drinking tea, only to find out his son had ripped out the Dragon King's 3rd son's dragon tendon. The Wang brothers are completely disqualified from the Daxia University exam, and the Wang family has taken enormous losses in the process. When Zack's father Victor learns what happened, he cannot handle the shock. He collapses on the spot from a heart attack. Back in Qinghai Province, the dust finally settles. Saxon, effective today, you are no longer a military command officer. Your battle record is wiped. You will be stationed at the border and start over from the very bottom. General Ardent speaks without inflection, leaving absolutely no room for negotiation. Yes. Saxon's heart is full of bitter regret. He has been completely and utterly played. As for Ashton Corp, Ethan Tang narrows his eyes. Tang Industries has been planning to expand across all 36 domains and 72 provinces of Daxia. This first step starts right here in Qinghai Province. Ashton, I am acquiring Ashton Corp. 1 credit, is that sufficient? Ethan Tang reaches into his pocket and sets a single coin on the table. 1 credit? Ashton's mind goes blank. Is it enough? He almost says no, then meets Ethan Tang's eyes, and the killing intent in them sends a cold shock through his entire body. The dominance and killing intent in that gaze rivals any war king who has fought in the ruins. And to Daxia, Ethan Tang's importance far exceeds even that of a war king. It's enough. It's enough. Ashton smiles bitterly and takes the coin. He knows full well that refusing would bring something far less gentle. The company is gone, but the real estate and savings are still his. That in itself is already a mercy. Ardent, clean up what needs to be handled here. Make sure the memories are wiped thoroughly. Ethan Tang waves a hand, then turns to me, Celeste, and the others. Celeste, Mo, and the rest of you, come with me. Ashton, arrange a room for us to talk. Yes! Ashton nods immediately without a flicker of hesitation. In the lavishly furnished conference room, Ethan Tang and I sit across from each other on leather sofas. Celeste, Susu, Commander Quinn, Governor Roland, and the others settle in around us. Zane didn't just call me here to resolve your trouble. He also asked me to deliver something, a gift he has been holding for you. He made you a promise that it would reach you before the exam. Ethan Tang smiles and sets a palm-sized capsule on the crystal table. This is Zane's gift, the spear-type combat weapon you asked for. It's in here. The moment Celeste sees the capsule, her gaze snaps to it. This is from number 13's, correct? Ethan Tang nods with a smile. Number 13's remains. After extensive research and study by Tang Industries, we have finally unlocked the secret behind his spatial ability. This is our latest breakthrough, capsule technology. We have developed 3 types, the monster capsule, the storage capsule, and the residence capsule. The one in front of you is the storage capsule. It works exactly like the dimensional bags in fantasy novels, capable of holding a massive amount of items. The residence capsule, think of it as a house you can carry in your pocket. It gives Holy Order teams a comfortable and secure place to rest during long expeditions into the ruins. Rest well, fight better. And last, the monster capsule. This is the most significant of the 3. After defeating a beast in the ruins, you conceal it inside the capsule. From that moment on, the beast will answer to you completely. Your command, your servant, your soldier. Ethan Tang grins, unmistakable pride in his eyes. This has been Tang Industries' largest investment in years. We have finally achieved a breakthrough, and mass production is already underway. Before long, capsule technology will be available across all of Daxia. I sit there, genuinely stunned, and then a thought creeps in. Monster capsules are a thing now. Should I be expecting an Ultraman to go with them? That is incredible! Capsule technology sounds amazing. Susu stares at the capsule on the table, eyes absolutely sparkling. It's barely bigger than a phone. With one of these, shopping trips would be completely unlimited. No more worrying about carrying too much. I brought a few samples along. Take them, play with them. Ethan Tang smiles. The storage capsule is the most affordable base model, priced at 10,000 Daxia credits each. Larger capacity models will follow, at higher price points. The storage capsule can be sold to the general public, but the monster capsule and residence capsule are strictly regulated military assets. Yes, finally. No more making the household staff carry my bags on shopping trips. Susu moves fast. She snatches the storage capsule off the table and turns it over in her hands with delight, face lit up with pure joy. Governor Roland's face drops immediately. Susu, we are in front of Senior Tang. Have some dignity. Blah blah blah, I don't care. You're just jealous you didn't grab one first. Susu sticks out her tongue and pulls a face at him, turning her father red, then pale, then red again. As they say, no one knows a father better than his daughter, and Susu has called it exactly right. He wants one just as badly. He just cannot admit it. Ha! Governor Roland, once mass production is underway, I will have a few sent to you personally. Ethan Tang steps in smoothly. Then he picks up the capsule containing the combat weapon and places it in my hand. Take a look, do you like it? I open the capsule. A streak of light shoots out. A long spear settles steadily into my grip. The spear is deep crimson from tip to base. Blood-colored flames burn along the shaft, and intricate carved reliefs radiate a warm, smoldering heat. The entire weapon gleams an unsettling, vivid blood red, while its nearly half-meter blade drips with a bone-chilling, icy light. This weapon was forged primarily from the bones of a purple jade rank bloodshot frenzy vulture. The blade is fused with dragon bloodstone, a rare and precious ore, and embedded within the carved reliefs along the shaft are 3 exceptional beast jades: the peak of frenzied speed from the golden peng, 10,000 force from the giant wheel turtle, and mind control from the soul stream beast. In other words, this spear delivers extreme speed enhancement, devastating force amplification in direct combat, and even if the spear leaves your hand, you can call it back with a thought at any moment. On top of that, drawing on the Blood Frenzy Vulture's innate trait, whenever this spear clashes with another weapon, it releases a sound wave infused with blood energy that strikes directly at the enemy's mind. Well, are you satisfied? Zane had this crafted specifically for you. It surpasses even the first spear he ever wielded. Give it a name. Ethan Tang smiles. I run my hands slowly along the crimson shaft, unable to put it down. Senior Zane has been far too generous. Then this spear shall bear a name, Heaven Devourer. The moment those words land, the spear trembles as if awakening, and lets out a single, clear, resonant ring. Perfect! Heaven Devourer, what a name! Ethan Tang burst out laughing. A hero deserves a divine weapon. Now that you have the weapon, where is the hero? I smile to myself. I know exactly what Ethan Tang wants, to see my strength with his own eyes. Senior Tang, shall we move to the training room? Ha! Good kid, let's go. Ethan Tang waves his hand, and the whole group sets off in a grand procession toward Ashton Corp's training facility. The room is custom built, tough enough to withstand a full force strike from a silver 10th rank beast, and vast enough to rival a standard 400-meter athletic track. Mo, after you. Ethan Tang gestures forward. I give a slight nod and step out, walking toward the center of the room. Boom. A torrent of blood flame erupts from within me, swallowing me whole. The flames fade. A crimson figure stands at the center of the floor. A wave of savage killing intent rolls off me, raw and primal, like a beast from the ancient wilds made flesh sweeping across the entire room. Now that's an aura. Ethan Tang's eyes go wide. In me he sees something he never expected, the faint shadow of a beast king. Whoosh. I grip the Heaven Devourer, flip my wrist, and the spear spins in my hands at blinding speed. The the wind from it screaming, rattling the very air around me. I haven't inherited Teotihuacan's talent skills yet, but the moment I grip the spear, a rush of deep familiarity floods through me. The exact same feeling as holding the true dragon sword in dragon form. It's clear, this spear was always Teotihuacan's weapon. The spear moves faster and faster, whipping up waves of wind that crash through the air without end. This power is insane! Governor Roland's jaw drops. This is his first time seeing me in action, and the strength on display is flat out absurd. Ardent, go test him. Put on the combat power meter and the limiter. Ethan Tang's gaze sharpens as he gives the order. Yes! General Ardent, clad in his crimson armor, gives a firm nod. An instant later, he launches forward like a bolt of red lightning, aimed straight at me. Boom! General Ardent lets out a roar, and his body surges outward in an instant. Blinding red light swallows him whole. His S-rank beast form fully unfolds. The Sky Crimson War Ape. Thud. General Ardent pounds his fists against his own chest, then lunges at me with full force. Kid, I'm here to test what you've got. Don't hold back. The Sky Crimson War Ape's fists, each the size of a boulder, come crashing down with world-shattering force. My eyes lock in. Perfect timing. I growl. I spin the Heaven Devourer with one hand, and drive it straight into that massive fist. This kid is actually going head-to-head with Ardent? Not giving an inch? A flash of surprise crosses Ethan Tang's face. Sure, General Ardent has the limiter on. His strength is capped at bronze rank 3, but the Sky Crimson War Ape is built for raw power, and its body is purple jade rank tough. Going blow for blow is the dumbest move imaginable. Heaven-shaking, earth-trembling fist. The Sky Crimson War Ape lets out a ground-shaking roar, its crimson fur flying wild. Against its nearly 8-meter frame, my 3-meter Tauti form looks like a baby by comparison. Ardent is a pure assault-type general. Raw attack power and explosive burst are his bread and butter, the natural edge of beast transformation. The limiter can cap his strength, but it can't touch his battle instincts forged through countless fights, or the iron toughness of that beast body. Going head-to-head, truly not a wise call. Ethan Tang shakes his head, already convinced I'm too inexperienced, throwing my weaknesses straight into his strengths. But the next instant, the blood-red spear crashes down just as the massive crimson fist rises to meet it. A violent burst of energy explodes outward, wild winds tearing through the room, nearly blasting everyone outside the arena off their feet. Boom. The entire training facility shakes without end. Incredible, the shockwaves are off the charts. Celeste's eyes are grave. She knows it well, whether Ice Phoenix or Fire Phoenix. Neither form is a match for what stands before her right now. What I've awakened is no ordinary triple S rank beast. This beast's all-around capability is simply off the charts. Right on cue, I growl. The Heaven Devourer spins at full speed in my grip. The clash of metal ringing out without pause, sparks flying in all directions. Impossibly, I hold my ground, soaking up the Sky Crimson War Ape's savage onslaught without giving an inch. What in the world is this power? Bewilderment fills General Ardent's massive beast eyes. Every time his fist slams into that spear, something deep inside me stirs awake, like a black hole yawning open, swallowing nearly half the force behind every blow. Without it, there's no way I could stand up to this hailstorm of hits. That should do it. My eyes flicker. I whisper inwardly, Teoti, you've had your fill. Open your eyes. The moment those words form, the great spectral beast head of Teoti on my chest slowly opens its eyes. Something's wrong. A chill shoots straight to the top of General Ardent's skull. The next instant, I swing the Heaven Devourer and bring it crashing down on him. Blazing Emperor 100 Battle Fist, General Ardent roars, his massive frame dropping low to the ground, both fists shooting out like meteors, hurling straight into the path of the sweeping spear. But the instant that blow lands, a far more terrifying force suddenly erupts. Not my own strength, but his? What? General Ardent's eyes go wide. His 8-meter colossus of a body is sent flying like a cannonball, blasting clean across the entire room and slamming into the alloy wall 100 meters away. He hauls himself up and rubs his aching chest, eyes full of undisguised shock. What kind of broken ability is this? It absorbs the force behind every attack, then unleashes it all back at the perfect moment, straight into the attacker. This is the ultimate counter to any close-range fighter, only because my beast body is tough enough to survive it. If that hit had landed on any other beast at the same rank, it would have been obliterated. Ardent lost? Governor Roland and Commander Quinn both stare in disbelief, faces blank with shock. This is a purple jade rank military general, one of only 108 in all of Daxia. Even with a limiter on, there's no way he should have been blown away by a single hit from a bronze rank kid. Ardent, bump the limiter up to bronze rank 8. Ethan Tang's voice cuts through the room. What? Everyone jumps at the words, bronze rank 8. Even with the suppression, this is still a battle-hardened general, in a completely different league from any ordinary bronze rank 8 beast. Not even close to the same level. Is he trying to get Mo killed? General Ardent takes a long breath and adjusts the limiter settings on the spot. Boom. A far more terrifying surge of power explodes off him in an instant, a thunderous roar, and his frame surges even taller. The Sky Crimson War Ape now stands 9 meters tall. Just now I was only using basic beast transformation moves, not a single one of my own talents. Mo, you're strong, so what comes next is going to be intense. If I happen to snap a few of your bones, don't blame me. Tang Industries will cover all medical costs, naturally. General Ardent drops his fists to the ground, and stalks toward me step by step, the pressure rolling off him growing more terrifying with every stride. Furious crimson heaven fist. Boom. His body rockets off the ground like a flaming meteor diving straight down toward me. Where is the limit of your devouring ability? Show me, Mo. The massive flaming meteor trembles through the air, and the instant it plunges down, even the ground begins to warp. In my eyes, that colossal fist grows larger and larger until it fills every inch of my vision. General Ardent, what I'm about to do might be a little humiliating. I hope you won't take it personally. My eyes flash and the blood in my veins ignites in a roaring frenzy. In that moment, I am more terrifying than General Ardent with no limiter at all. I unleash a roar that shakes heaven and earth, the monstrous sound wave reverberating through the entire training room. The savage aura presses down so hard it nearly suffocates everyone in the room. Wrathful Frenzy. Full release. Every time I've used Wrathful Frenzy before, I held back to protect my body, never more than a fraction of its power, which only pushed my combat strength to roughly 3 times normal. But with Tang Industries as my safety net, I hold nothing back. In an instant, 10 times my normal strength erupts in full. General Ardent, this 1 minute is something you will remember for the rest of your life. I launch myself upward in a single leap, charging headlong into General Ardent's diving attack. The blood-red Tati soars skyward, spear in hand, while the crimson great ape roars to the heavens, driving its earth-shaking fist with everything it has. Not good. Commander Quinn's expression shifts. These two have completely lost their minds. The shockwave from this collision will blow every one of us off our feet. He steps forward, putting himself between Ethan Tang and the blast, instantly transforming into the crescent moon blade ring wolf, his beast form surging forth, the crescent moon mark on his brow blazing with light. His blade traces a full circle through the air, forming a solid barrier that seals everyone behind him safely inside. Boom! The next instant, 2 terrifying figures collide in mid-air with earth-splitting force. Teoti unleashes a howl that shakes the heavens, fully consumed by berserk fury. My power burns through at a frightening rate, but the hunger, the devouring instinct, surges to an absolute peak. Our eyes meet, and for no reason he can explain, General Ardent feels a chill grip his heart. This aura is terrifying. Boom! That single moment of distraction, and I send him flying with 1 strike of the spear. Then, a massive foot drives straight into his face. General Ardent's body is sent sailing through the air again, and this is only the beginning. 1 full minute of wrathful frenzy, and I have completely lost myself in the violence. I charge at General Ardent with the Heaven Devourer in hand, unleashing a relentless tide of strikes that hammers him from every direction. General Ardent is completely swallowed by the blood aura, trapped helplessly in my rhythm, doing nothing but desperately blocking, going from sparring partner to punching bag in real time. If his body weren't built like a fortress, he'd already be dead. He's cursing inside. How many years has it been since someone did this to him? Getting pinned down and beaten senseless by a kid barely old enough to be his son, without a single chance to fight back. He is a general, and yet, limiter or not, to put it plainly, if he were genuinely at the bronze rank stage, he would already be dead. No exaggeration, within the bronze rank tier. I am simply unbeatable. Stop! I give up. I surrender. General Ardent screams at the top of his lungs. I simply don't hear him. The Heaven Devourer trembles in my grip, blood flame sweeping wide, and another strike crashes down. What the— Kid, not the face! Stop, stop, stop! General Ardent is pushed so far over the edge he's cursing out loud. I've driven him clean across the entire training floor, from one end to the other, and now I've got him pinned in a corner hammering away without mercy. The Sky Crimson War Ape throws both arms up over its head like pillars, shielding its face, completely unable to fight back. I am fully locked in, power surging, every strike of the spear sending violent tremors through the ground. General Ardent curses bitterly inside the whole time, enduring every single second of that full minute by sheer will. Finally, I disengage from wrathful frenzy. Thank God it's finally over! General Ardent lets out a pitiful groan, dropping out of his beast form, slumping down on the ground in tattered crimson armor, gasping for breath without a shred of dignity. Holy hell, that nearly killed me. He pulls off the limiter, and the supposedly indestructible device is covered in cracks, nearly smashed to pieces by my strikes alone. Across the room, I've already exited Teoti form. The after effects of wrathful frenzy hit me instantly. A tearing, bone-deep agony rips through my entire body as if every cell is being ground apart by a meat grinder. But in the very next moment, the pain vanishes without a trace. I snap back to full vitality in an instant. Stunned, I quickly turn my focus inward, and find the golden dragon patterns across my body radiating brilliant golden light, ceaselessly nourishing my flesh. It hits me in an instant. The indestructible dragon body. Its incredible regenerative power wipes out every after effect in seconds. My heart leaps. Does this mean I can use wrathful frenzy whenever I want from now on? But right on its heels, a wave of overwhelming hunger crashes through my entire body. Holy, Teoti is starving! I feel my stomach twisting in on itself. At that moment, the residual dragon blood dregs that my body couldn't absorb surge on their own toward my gut, and the devouring force absorbs every last trace in an instant. And I feel it clearly. My physical body has grown even stronger. I'm genuinely stunned. Teoti really isn't picky. It'll eat literally anything. Well then, how was the test? Ethan Tang walks over with the group. Check the combat power meter, Ethan Tang says. General Ardent pulls out the combat power meter, takes one look, and freezes. Everyone crowds in to look, and they're all struck dumb. The combat power meter is completely destroyed. It's the lowest grade of meter, sure, but bronze rank strength should never be enough to blow one apart. Kid, your power has broken the limit. Ethan Tang's gaze lands on me, deadly serious. Limit breaking? What does that mean? I look puzzled. Kid, you know how beasts with different talents can have wildly different combat power at the same rank, right? Take an A rank beast at bronze rank 3. It can take down a C rank beast at bronze rank 5, everyone knows that. And even two beasts with the same talent can differ in strength based on specialization and equipment. A healing type, for instance, can't beat a full assault type at the same rank. A beast's true strength ties into its beast jade, combat weapon, serums, all of it. But strip all that away, relying purely on raw personal power, and the gap between bronze and silver rank is an absolute wall. No one crosses it. If someone does cross that wall, we call them a limit breaker. Breaking the limit through a combat weapon, or through serums doesn't count. Only by crossing it through your own body and raw strength alone is it considered a true limit break. Take Celeste. Her power sits at Black Iron rank 10, yet she can defeat a bronze rank 1 beast. That is what we call limit breaking. But your rank is only bronze rank 1, yet the combat power you just unleashed is enough to kill an S rank beast at silver rank 1. A limit break of this magnitude, I have never seen anything like it. It's terrifying. Ethan Tang draws a sharp breath. 7 or 8 years ago, in the All Nations Academy War, Zane fought at gold rank 7 and killed a diamond rank 1 SS talent from the Beacon Nation. It shook the entire world. But you surpass even Zane at his peak. Fresh into bronze rank 1, and already capable of matching silver rank 1. What kind of monster are you? Ethan Tang stares at me, eyes practically glowing. He's the founder and chief researcher of a tech giant. If I weren't one of Daxia's most prized talents, he'd have me strapped to a lab table already. A chill runs down my spine. Something about the way Ethan Tang is looking at me feels very wrong. So, Senior Tang, what did you think of my performance just now? Ethan Tang blinks, then snaps back to himself, nodding with unmistakable approval. Exceptional. I've seen many talented individuals in my time. Not one surpasses you, and I've never met anyone who even comes close. My face lights up, and an idea clicks into place instantly. Is that so? I didn't realize you thought so highly of me. In that case, doesn't Senior Tang owe me some kind of reward? Unbelievable. He actually says it out loud. He's met plenty of shameless people, but someone this brazenly self-assured, that's a first. What kind of reward are you after? He asks, face darkening. I rub my chin and grin. Ashton Corp already promised me 20 million. Plus the blood essence and beast core from a gold tier rank 1 fire spirit ancient tree, and 1,000 bronze rank 1 beast carcasses. Everything else I'm fine on. It's the bronze rank carcasses I really need more of. I was wondering if Senior Tang might. I put on my most wide-eyed greedy expression. Ethan Tang's vision goes dark. 3,000. I'll have them delivered. I can barely contain myself. What if I give you back the 20 million, and you send me 5,000 instead? Ethan Tang takes a long, slow breath and studies me through narrowed eyes for a long moment, then finally nods. Fine. Commander Quinn and Governor Roland look like their faces are about to cramp. You kid, the only word for it is gutsy beyond belief. Running a con on Ethan Tang himself. That's something neither of them would even dream of doing. Sir Tang, he's young and doesn't know better. Commander Quinn rushes to smooth things over. No need. Ethan Tang cuts him off. Young people should be spirited. Spirited. Commander Quinn's brain just stops working. You call that spirited? Isn't that just being crafty? Isn't that a straight-up con? Talent really does let you get away with anything. Anyone else pulling this stunt would have had Ethan Tang's palm across their face before finishing the sentence. Who do you think you are, haggling with him? My eyes curve into happy crescents. It's pretty obvious I'm thrilled. Tadi's second trial, the 10,000 beast trial, requires 10,000 bronze rank beast carcasses. Hunting them down one by one on my own would take forever. But now 6,000 are already secured, with only 4,000 left to go. The pressure drops by more than half in an instant. After that, Ashton Corp delivers every last promised resource, without missing a single item. Ethan Tang sets off back to Imperial Capital, though he leaves General Ardent behind in Qinghai Province, officially to safeguard the region. But even Commander Quinn can figure out the real reason. It's to protect me. Ethan Tang is genuinely afraid that in the 10 days before the exam, this troublemaking little menace might cook up something catastrophic. Back at the apartment, I'm practically glowing as I take out the blood essence and beast core of the Fire Spirit Ancient Tree. The Fire Spirit Ancient Tree, a gold tier rank 1 beast classified as B class in the Beast Registry. It's a fireborn creature that lives in colonies. Every colony has one ruling tree, the Fire God Ancient Tree King. And the heart of that king is the primary ingredient for crafting the Flowing Flame Scorching Heart Serum. I flip through the Beast Registry in my hands, eyes gleaming. The Flowing Flame Scorching Heart Serum, widely regarded as the most extravagant serum a bronze rank beast tamer can get their hands on. It tempers the beast body with searing flame and purifies origin energy, delivering a total overhaul of both beast body and energy channels. Anyone lucky enough to use this serum while still at the bronze rank will break through every 3 days and leap forward every 7, climbing at a speed that defies belief. But the serum is priceless in the truest sense. The core ingredient, the Fire God Ancient Tree Heart, is simply too rare to find. The Fire God Ancient Tree King is a diamond rank beast in its own right, and it nests deep within the most dangerous reaches of the ruins. You'd have to be out of your mind to hunt a diamond rank beast just to craft a bronze rank serum, but I don't care about that. A sly gleam flashes in my eyes as I pull out my phone. Hey, General Arden, it's like this. I need a small favor. Moments later, I hang up and clap my hands with a grin. Done. Having connections and not using them? That's just plain stupid. By the time I finish absorbing this blood essence and beast core, General Ardent should have the fire god ancient tree heart ready. In high spirits, I crush the blood essence and devour the beast core. An hour later, rumble. Torrents of blood flame roar through the room and my aura surges wildly. Bronze rank 3. Done. Meanwhile, out in the wilderness beyond Qinghai province, a 30-meter crimson giant is cutting a path through the wilds. Before him stands a colony of blazing bronze rank ancient trees. At the center of the grove rises one colossal tree that dwarfs all the others, its crown roaring with intense crimson fire. From a distance it looks like an enraged deity. So this is the fire god ancient tree king? Mr. Tang told me to stay in Qinghai province to protect Mo's safety, but somehow I've become his personal errand fighter? General Ardent rubs his head, completely baffled. I called him and told him I had a rare condition where I'd die without a fire god ancient tree heart, and he bolted out here without a second thought. He was halfway here before he realized he'd been played. This kid is unbelievably crafty. General Ardent grumbles internally but doesn't slow down. He drives a fist into the grove. Crash. A thunderous impact, and a massive swath of fire spirit ancient trees is reduced to splinters. The fire god ancient tree king may be powerful, but against a purple jade rank military general, it's no different from a chicken waiting to be slaughtered. Boom. One punch lands, and the fire god ancient tree king explodes on the spot. General Ardent grabs the scorching tree heart in one hand, ready to turn and leave, when a thunderous rumbling erupts in the distance, deep and rhythmic, like war drums pounding, shaking the very ground beneath his feet. No, that's not war drums, that's a heartbeat. Something unbelievably powerful is nearby, at least golden jade rank. What the? General Ardent curses instantly, spinning around and sprinting full speed toward the military outpost. Boom. A terrifying golden jade rank shockwave sweeps across heaven and earth. Deep within the ruins, something as massive as a mountain range slowly rises into view. No, that's not a city. It's a colossal fungal organism shaped like one. The spores it releases shine like stars, scattering brilliant blue light in every direction, and everything they touch is instantly purified, reduced to the purest form of origin energy, then fully consumed by the massive organism itself. This is a creature that sits at the very top of the beast registry. A superfusion beast, the fusion of an S-rank tyrant beast king and an S-rank devouring flesh mushroom. This beast is known as the city-devouring beast, rated SS rank. The new moon beast tide has begun. The first wave is here. General Ardent feels every hair on his scalp stand on end. This city-devouring beast undoubtedly commands golden jade rank 10 power, and as the vanguard of this new moon beast tide, it commands an army of beasts beyond counting. Fighting through that swarm to cut it down? That's as impossible as reaching the sky. Good grief. One glance from that thing could kill me. General Ardent runs for his life, and barely makes it back to the military outpost. Standing on the city wall, he stares out toward the depths of the ruins. The city-devouring beast's body is so enormous that even at this great distance, every detail is perfectly visible. First wave, middle wave, high tide, all the way until the final annihilation surge crashes down. Beyond the walls are breached, fire sweeps everything flat. By the time all 4 stages pass, no one can say how many will be dead. At that very moment, within Daxia's central domain bordering Imperial capital, the ancient institution that has stood since the founding of Daxia, Daxia University, suddenly rings its bell. The resonant toll rings out, shaking the world beneath an open sky. The new moon beast tide, first wave, now upon us, Daxia University officially announces. The freshman entrance exam will be held 10 days early, with the ruins designated as the trial ground. All participating students are to join the military immediately, fight as enlisted recruits, and earn their place through military merit. The moment this announcement breaks, it sweeps through all 36 domains and 72 provinces of Daxia in an instant, sending shockwaves across the nation. The news spreads to every city at terrifying speed, and every student who has dreamed of entering Daxia University wears nothing but dread on their face. This is Daxia's most prestigious institution, and also its deadliest, and it has just turned a life-or-death battle against the first beast tide wave into a training ground for freshmen. What breathtaking audacity! Imperial capital, the Qin family estate. Daxia University moving the exam up early means the difficulty will far exceed any previous year. Madame Frost reaches out and carefully straightens her son Ren's collar, her voice measured and low. But crisis and opportunity always walk hand in hand. If you distinguish yourself in this battle, your future in the military will be built on the strongest possible foundation. Your 3 uncles all hold key positions in the military right now. They will give you every advantage within their authority. In this exam, you only need to accomplish 2 things. She raises her eyes, and a flash of cold viciousness crosses them. First, take the top spot. Second, find an opportunity to eliminate Mo. Don't worry. With the elders behind me, there is no way I lose this time. Ren lifts his chin, face radiating absolute certainty. Madame Frost nods, but a trace of unease lingers between her brows. She turns, eyes sweeping over the 9 black-clad fighters standing at attention beside her, and says coldly, "You 9, guard the young master with your lives. Is that understood?" "Yes, madam." All 9 bow in unison, voices respectful. "Especially you, Reed." Madame Frost's icy gaze settles on the young man at the front of the group. Don't forget who gave you your life. Reed Lu drops his gaze, expression hollow and lifeless, and nods without emotion. Without the Qin family, there is no Reed Lu. This life of mine will end before the young masters. He is the only double S rank awakener among the 9. An orphan raised by the Qin family from childhood, and their most loyal blade in the shadows. Go then, Ren. I will be waiting here in Imperial Capital for news of your glory. Madame Frost waves him off. Ren turns and leads the 9 out of the Qin estate, boarding the waiting vehicle and heading straight for Imperial Capital's teleportation array, guarded by Daxia University's top fighters, the only passage to the front lines. Inside the vehicle, a strikingly beautiful young woman has been waiting. She wears a fitted athletic outfit that does nothing to hide her striking figure. Anyone who knew her would recognize her instantly. This is Vera, who left Qinghai province in humiliating defeat. You've been waiting. Ren gives a cold smirk, murderous intent churning deep in his eyes. The day has finally come. Mo, for the humiliation you brought upon my father, I will make you pay in blood. Vera's expression turns ice cold, and she speaks through gritted teeth. Mo put my father behind bars, drove my family from our home, and if I don't avenge this, I am not worthy of being my father's daughter. Their eyes meet, united by a single purpose, both dead set on taking my life during this Daxia University exam. Meanwhile, back in Qinghai province. Mo, ready? Of course. I step out the door, meet Celeste's eyes and tease her with a grin. With that black iron rank strength of yours, are you even going to survive this exam? Celeste rolls her eyes at me. Of course I will. Besides, who says I'm still black iron rank? Petty man. She flips her high ponytail and strides ahead. Let's move then. The two of us climb into the military's off-road vehicle and race off toward the teleportation array. Meanwhile, at the first central hospital in Imperial Capital, the Wang family 3 brothers lie in their beds looking utterly hopeless. The Daxia University exam just started, and I've still got 8 ribs that haven't healed. I can barely move. Crusher heaves a sigh, his voice hollow with despair. You think that's bad? Both my leg bones are completely shattered. I can't even walk. Fang Wang and Crusher exchange a glance, both faces twisted with bitterness. Their eyes drift to the figure in the middle bed. Their youngest brother Flair has been unconscious for 3 or 4 days straight after the beating he took from Zane, and he still hasn't woken up. Just like that, the Wang family 3 brothers have perfectly missed the exam that could have changed their fates. Celeste and I step through the teleportation array and arrive at the front line military outpost shortly after. Candidates from all 36 domains and 72 provinces have their own designated assembly points, and the main gathering point for Daxia University is set right here at the frontline camp in the central Daxia domain. Celeste! The moment we step out of the teleportation array, a voice rings out. A girl barely 1.5 meters tall comes bouncing toward her at full speed. The girl's slender legs are wrapped in white stockings, with a delicate white lace bow embroidered at the very top. Small frame, but with legs that are undeniably soft and full. Mia, why are you here for the Daxia University exam too? Didn't your dad already arrange a spot for you at Monster University? Celeste watches the girl launch herself forward, face full of surprise. No way I'm going to that dump. I want to go to Daxia University with you. Mia pouts and loops her arm through Celeste's, whining without pause. Your dad actually agreed to this? Like I care what he says, he's just an old man, he can't stop me. Mia flips her hair back with a look of proud defiance. The words are barely out of her mouth when she turns and gives me a thorough once-over, eyes lighting up. Oh, Celeste, who's this handsome guy? Wait, is this Mo? What? Mia's eyes shoot wide open, both hands flying up to cover her mouth, face exploding with shock. You're that triple S rank awakener? The one Master Zane personally picked out? The one our Celeste swore she'd only ever marry? No way. My mouth twitches. Everything up to the last part was fine, but that last bit went completely off the rails. I can't help thinking, why are all of Celeste's friends like this? Susu takes everything to an absurd extreme, and Mia's mouth runs even wilder with no guardrails whatsoever. At least Celeste herself is somewhere in the range of normal. While my thoughts are running in all directions, a loud thunk rings out. Celeste jabs 2 fingers hard into Mia's forehead. Ow! Why did you hit me? Mia yelps in pain. Stop talking nonsense. Who told you to run your mouth like that? Celeste's cheeks flush crimson, caught between fury and embarrassment. Swore I'd only marry him? What rubbish. Students over there, come join the group. While the two are bickering, a teacher not far away in a Daxia University uniform waves at them with a cheerful smile. They look over. Outside the walls of this Daxia domain outpost, patrol beasts move at intervals. At the base of the wall, a young man in round-framed glasses, looking every bit the mild-mannered scholar, stands on top of several large wooden crates, handing something out to the gathered candidates. Come on, let's go. Celeste calls out, and all 3 head over toward the teacher. Hi there, Mo. I'm Mia from the Tang family in Imperial Capital. On the way over, Mia beams and extends her hand. Hey, Mo, from Qinghai province. I know, Celeste has mentioned you so many times. Ow! Before Mia can even finish, she suddenly leaps up, face flushing red as she glares at Celeste. Celeste, don't mistake my patience for weakness. You kick me one more time and you'll what? Celeste raises an eyebrow, clearly entertained. I'll cry! Mia's voice instantly collapses into a whimper. I can't help but laugh. Sure enough, just like that saying that's all over the internet, she kicked a steel plate and got nowhere. The 3 of us reach the base of the wall, where the young teacher in round-framed glasses is up on the crates, waving his arms dramatically. Quiet, quiet! I am the teacher overseeing your exam today, and also the director of admissions at Daxia University. Pretty impressive, right? Only 30 years old this year, and already the admissions director. He pats his chest, face beaming with pride, practically begging for someone to compliment him. The candidates below burst into laughter. All right, back to business. He waves his hand. You've each been given 2 things, a merit recorder and a life-saving pill. Got 'em? Good. This life-saving pill can save your life out in the ruins. Swallow it now. If you don't, you might not make it, and don't say I didn't warn you. The words are barely out of his mouth, when a large number of candidates scramble to pick up the bright red pill and swallow it without a second thought. I alone look down and study the pill in my hand. Through Teotihuacan's passive ability, my eyes can peer straight through to the core composition of anything, and to my eyes, this so-called life-saving pill is nothing but a ball of dirt, with dung beetle droppings mixed in for good measure. But when I look up, more than half the candidates around me have already swallowed it without hesitation. Good, everyone ate it? Wonderful, wonderful. The teacher's face breaks into a satisfied smile, but an instant later that bumbling persona vanishes completely, replaced by a bone-cutting chill that sweeps the entire area. Every candidate shudders involuntarily. A cold, sinister smile spreads across his face as he speaks in a low, chilling tone. So then, candidates who swallowed the life-saving pill, I'm sorry to tell you, every single one of you is eliminated. What? Eliminated? On what grounds? You're the one who told us to swallow it. What is this, you're messing with us? In an instant, the crowd of candidates erupts, angry shouts rising one after another. The young teacher on the crates gives a cold laugh, his face full of contempt. I tell you to swallow it and you just swallow it? If I told you to go die, would you do that too? Where do you think you are? This is the front line, the closest point to the beast-filled ruins. Any day this place could be breached without warning. The ruins are full of beasts that specialize in disguise and illusion. What if I were a beast in disguise? I claim to be a Daxia University teacher and you just believe it? No verification, no questions asked. You don't even check what you're putting in your own mouths? I'm sorry to inform you, the exam began the moment you set foot on this ground. It has been in progress this whole time. That is not a life-saving pill. It is a mud ball, nothing more. He pauses, sweeps his gaze across the entire field and says coldly, now, anyone who still has the mud ball in their hand, raise it up and let me see. Only a sparse scattering of hands go up across the field, Celeste and Mia Tang among them. Ha, not bad. The teacher speaks again, voice ice cold. Now, you have 1 minute. Anyone still holding their mud ball when that minute is up officially passes the exam. The moment those words land, every set of eyes in the field shifts. 1 minute? This isn't a test. It's an outright free-for-all. In an instant, vicious light floods the eyes of countless candidates. A flash of red. One student transforms directly into a massive blood-red bat and lunges at the nearest candidate still holding a mud ball. The rest of the candidates surge into motion as well, transforming into their awakened beast forms one by one, charging at those who still hold mud balls. Celeste, Mia, and I naturally become prime targets. Over a dozen beasts of all shapes and sizes roar and lunge straight at us. Back off, all of you! You dare try to take what's mine! You must have a death wish! Mia steps forward, planting herself in front of me and Celeste, feet wide apart, aura erupting around her like a shockwave. What beast did she awaken? I ask, genuinely curious. Watch and you'll find out. Celeste smiles with a knowing look. Whoosh! A blaze of dazzling violet light swallows Mia whole. The next instant, an enormous purple butterfly hovers in the air. Its 2 wings, one black, one violet, radiate an aura of dark, unsettling mystery. That is Mia's awakened SS rank beast, the Black Thunder Shadow Butterfly. Her current combat strength is Bronze rank 6, Celeste explains. Before the words are even finished, the giant butterfly's shadow erupts forward, streaking out as a bolt of black-violet light. The violet wing commands pure, absolute speed, while the black wing holds the terrifying power of Black Thunder Judgment. Mia's awakened beast is not only a lightning-type speed burst fighter, it also carries the innate wind affinity all butterfly-type beasts are born with. Rumble! The Black Thunder Shadow Butterfly beats both wings at once, and countless bolts of terrifying black lightning tear through the sky, howling out alongside a world-shattering gale. Wind and thunder resonate together, forming a massive tornado around the butterfly. The roar of the storm and crack of lightning is deafening. Even the teacher standing on the crates, seeing this unfold before him, can't help but give a slight turn of his head. Boom! After one massive explosion, over a dozen charging figures are sent flying backward in an instant, reverting to human form mid-air, before crashing to the ground unconscious. One-shot kills, clean and absolute. No one expected it. Mia, looking so small and cute, is hiding combat strength this overwhelming. Ha! How about that? Your girl is pretty amazing, right? Dropping her beast form, Mia pats her chest and looks at the two of us with a face that's practically screaming for praise. Amazing, amazing. Our great Miss Mia is the most amazing. Celeste claps with exaggerated enthusiasm, laughing. But right at that moment, the ground suddenly splits open, and a figure blasts up from underground, driving straight at Mia's back. Finally! I found an opening! It's an iron armor burrowing beast, both hands transformed into spinning drills, massive beast eyes burning with excitement. Only 3 seconds left on the 1-minute clock. If I take down this girl and grab that mud ball, I'll just barely make it through in time. He's got it all calculated in his head and pushes his speed up another notch, drilling straight for Mia's back. Mia, watch out! Celeste's expression shifts instantly. At this distance, there's no time for Mia to transform, but at that exact moment, a figure at her side launches forward like a blade drawn from its sheath. My indestructible dragon body ignites at full power, golden light blazing off my entire body, dazzling and blinding. I let out a sharp battle cry, and beneath it the faint roar of a true dragon resonates from deep in my throat, shaking the soul. Idiot, a human body charging at me? You're asking to die. The burrowing beast watches my approach, eyes full of mockery. His awakened beast is an S-rank iron armor burrowing beast, bronze rank 3 in combat strength. In terms of physical defense, almost nothing at the same rank can match it. A human charging at him barehanded, but the next instant I am already in front of him, and a flood of golden light crashes down like a mountain falling from the sky. The burrowing beast's expression collapses in an instant. How is this guy so strong? Wait, he's supposed to be just a human. Dragon War elbow strike. I say it calmly. My elbow, loaded with crushing force, drives hard into the burrowing beast's chest. Boom! Crack! The force detonates on impact, and the sharp sound of shattering armor rings out clearly. The burrowing beast is stunned stupid. The armor it was so proud of, shattered by a human's bare body? How is this possible? It stares with wide eyes, completely unable to accept what just happened. But the next instant, its entire body is sent flying like a cannonball, slamming into the city wall over 10 meters away, and losing consciousness on the spot. Time's up! The bespectacled teacher clicks his stopwatch with perfect timing and speaks. The entire field goes silent in an instant. Everyone stares at me as if they're looking at a monster. What in the world is this guy? Shattered an S-rank awakened beast's armor with his bare body? In one hit, I, on the other hand, walk calmly back to Celeste's side, smoothing out a crease in my sleeve, and glance at Mia. You okay? Mia's eyes are wide as saucers. Her mouth opens and closes for a long moment without producing a single word. Alright, stop staring. That's just standard stuff for him. Celeste gives her a light pat on the head, though a quiet sense of urgency rises in her own heart. His strength has grown again. Not bad. Looks like this round had some decent showings. The round-framed teacher claps his hands with satisfaction. Let me count. 1, 2, 31. Good. Congratulations on passing the initial selection. From this moment on, you are enlisted recruits of the military and are eligible for the next stage of the exam. But I should warn you, enlisted recruits have a nickname in the military, foot soldiers. And an even blunter one, cannon fodder. He flashes a wide grin full of white teeth. I am Mr. Mack, Director of Admissions at Daxia University. Now then, climb the city wall. Your real exam is waiting for you up there. Good luck. With that, he places one hand on his chest and gives a perfect gentleman's bow. Every candidate who passed lets the corner of their mouth twitch in unison, more like no morals. I follow the others up toward the top of the wall. Before reaching the top, I glance back. A fresh wave of candidates has just arrived. Mr. Mack has slipped back into his harmless, cheerful act and is running the exact same trick all over again, without changing a single detail. I can't help but laugh. This teacher is genuinely shameless. I turn my gaze back ahead. The moment I step onto the top of the wall, the brutal and savage reality of the new moon beast tide reveals itself in full before everyone's eyes for the first time. More newcomers? 31 people. A slight improvement over the last batch. A middle-aged man with dark circles under his eyes so heavy he looks like a panda ambles toward them with a look of complete lethargy. Congratulations on passing the initial selection. You are now honorable enlisted recruits. So sleepy. Really want to go back to sleep. He lets out a massive yawn, looking like he could pass out at any given second, still muttering under his breath. My name is Yi Buxing, Mr. Doze, and I'm a teacher at Daxia University. If you manage to pass this exam, maybe we'll cross paths again someday. Alright, no more small talk. I'm dying of exhaustion over here. Why did they have to make me a proctor for this exam? I really just want to sleep. Is there a bed anywhere around here? Watching his face full of grievances and his endless muttering, I feel a strange wave of familiarity. This is exactly what I looked like in my past life. A corporate drone dragged into overtime by the boss against his will. Absolutely identical. The resentment radiating off him is heavier than a ghost's grudge. Good thing I don't have to be a corporate drone this time around. Mr. Doze, I mourn for you for exactly 0.1 seconds. I let the corner of my mouth rise, feeling pretty good. Mr. Doze clearly doesn't notice my amusement. He yawns and speaks in a flat tone. See those merit recorders in your hands? Hold on to them. This is not a drill, this is a real war. Every beast you kill, the recorder logs your merit automatically. That merit isn't just your score for this exam. It's the currency for your future promotions in the military. Generally speaking, 1 merit point is enough to convert your status and become a full soldier. The words are barely out when a candidate scoffs. 1 merit point? That sounds way too easy. Is it? Mr. Doze raises an eyebrow lazily. Forgot to mention, killing a black iron rank beast earns 0 merit. A bronze rank beast is worth 0.1 merit per kill, and even a bronze rank 10 only counts as 0.9. In other words, to earn 1 full merit point, you must kill at least 1 silver rank beast. Put another way, you need to have the strength to take down a silver rank beast before you have any right to call yourself a full soldier. Mr. Doze smiles with quiet amusement. Still think that 1 merit point is easy? The candidate who spoke up immediately goes quiet, face cycling between pale and green. Easy? Not even close. These merit rules are brutally restrictive. Without killing a silver rank beast, no amount of bronze rank kills will ever add up to 1 point. These kids who just graduated high school, what do they have to fight a silver rank beast with? Military merit. It can be the hardest thing in the world, or the simplest. Mr. Doze scratches his head, looking genuinely puzzled. How much military merit do I have again? Too much, I forgot. Let me check. He casually taps open his merit recorder, and a string of numbers flashes into view before the crowd. Every pair of eyes snaps wide. A collective gasp tears through the air. 38,765.7. That number puts him squarely at the level of a military general. Oh right, I remember now, I bumped a general off the list just last month. Memory is a wonderful thing, too bad I don't have any. He ruffles his bird's nest hair, looking even more like he just rolled out of bed. Every eye stares at him, stunned, reverent, disbelieving. This man is an actual military general? A genuine card-carrying military general. And he showed up here to proctor their exam? Is this the caliber of instructor Daxia University employs? Looking at that lazy, half-asleep, couldn't-care-less demeanor, who could possibly guess he ranks among the military's 108 generals? Alright, enough talk. Mr. Doze jabs a finger toward the wall's edge. Jump down from here, that's when the exam officially begins. Everyone follows his gesture and looks out. Beyond the wall stretches the ruins, endless, boundless, and merciless. Columns of smoke rise in every direction. Countless massive beasts charge across the earth, spears and shields hefted on their shoulders. Monsters of every shape and terror scream and roar, locked in savage, blood-soaked combat with human fighters, as if the ancient age of primordial chaos has returned. What is that? A candidate cries out, face pale, pointing at the far horizon. Through the clouds, a massive black fortress drifts in and out of view. That is the architect of this new moon beast tide, the double S rank monster known as the city-devouring beast. Mr. Doze gazes at that black fortress hidden within the clouds, and even his perpetually sleepy face turns grave. Don't worry though, this is just the opening wave. It won't make a move yet. That creature takes the elite of the 4 great holy orders or a war king of the military just to challenge it. The terror it represents has no ceiling. His words land, and the candidates exchange a look. One by one, the light of awakening blazes across their bodies. They transform and leap from the wall, plunging into the battlefield of the ruins below. Just as it's my turn to jump, a roar erupts from somewhere behind. General Doze, stop that kid! Thundering down the wall from not far away comes a massive crimson ape dust exploding in its wake, the sturdy stone ramparts trembling beneath its charge. Mr. Doze blinks, then lazily reaches out and grabs me by the collar just before I jump. He raises an eyebrow. What's your story, kid? How'd you manage to get General Ardent this worked up? Made it just in time, nearly ran myself into the ground. General Ardent launches into the air, shifting in mid-flight into a middle-aged man clad in crimson armor, and drops heavily to the ground right in front of me. You little schemer, you conned me into risking my life for a fire god ancient tree heart, and nearly got me killed out there in the ruins. He stomps over and shoves a vial into my hand, its contents swirl like molten crimson rock. Here, Mr. Tang's custom flowing flame scorching heart serum delivered as promised. You are an absolute handful, you know that? Many thanks, General Ardent, and thank Mr. Tang for me. My eyes light up, barely containing my excitement. Don't thank me. I still can't believe you pulled that off. I'll die without a fire god ancient tree heart. I'd love to know what kind of fool actually falls for a line like that. He stops mid-sentence, then realizes with a jolt that he's the fool in question. Whatever, forget it. Just take the thing. Vice Captain Zane and Mr. Tang both have high hopes for you. Give it everything you've got, aimed to earn full military warrior status by the time this exam is over. General Ardent claps me on the shoulder. His mind, however, is already running the numbers once I pass. He'll pull strings to transfer me under his command, and then I'll have no choice but to dance to his tune. Count on it, I say, and before the words have even finished leaving my mouth, I rip the cap off the vial, tip my head back, and drain the entire thing in one go. What the who told you to just chug the whole thing? I said find somewhere safe and absorb it slowly. General Ardent's face goes a very unhealthy shade. Blazing crimson light explodes from my body and rockets into the sky. Tatati's second trial, it's mine. I grin. The beast corpses sent by Ethan Tang and Director Ashton have already been devoured, pushing my beast body count past 60 million. The rest I'll have to earn through slaughter. A ground-shaking Teote roar tears across the heavens. As I transform, a tidal wave of red light surges upward from the top of the wall. Bronze tier rank 6, that'll do. Boom, I hoist the Heaven Devourer, vault off the top of the wall, and crash into the beast horde below like a tiger descending from the mountain. Where's Mo? No idea. Didn't we all jump together? How is he already gone? Celeste and Mia hit the ground and stare at each other, both completely lost. They jumped at the same time, but the moment they landed, I had already vanished. Then a beast's roar tears through the air. A hulking lizard-like creature screams and lunges at the two of them from nearby, its scarlet tongue whipping through the air, eyes blazing with hunger. Watch out! Celeste's expression shifts. Ice power surges around her as she readies her strike, but then crash. A massive black axe blade splits the sky from above. A jet-black figure, half man, half bull, drops from the sky with a giant axe on his shoulder, and cleaves the lizard creature clean in two with a single blow. Tch! A bronze tier rank 1 piece of trash, not even worth the effort. He spits on the ground, crimson bull eyes full of contempt. He drops his beast form, reverting to human shape. A built, blonde-haired young man in a yellow jacket worn open at the chest, 8-pack abs on full display. You ladies alright? He flashes a wide, white-toothed grin. Name's Hank. My awakened beast is an S-rank sky blue bull python bronze tier rank 5. Any chance you two beauties want to team up? He's already grinning on the inside. These two are stunning. Especially the tall one with the long hair. Perfect face, perfect figure, and the petite one beside her is absolutely adorable. Not interested. Celeste's voice is ice cold, dripping with indifference. Team up? With a bronze tier rank 5? Seriously? Ladies, this is the ruins. Going solo is too dangerous. If we team up, we can watch each other's backs, and have someone there when things go sideways. Hank refuses to give up, pressing his case. But then a wave of stunned shouts erupts from not far away, followed by the sound of countless sharp, disbelieving gasps. Holy, this guy is insane! Who is he? He's slaughtering them like they're nothing! That spear of his, if it even grazed me, I'd be done for on the spot. This guy has to be the strongest one in this whole exam. If I teamed up with him, we'd wreck this entire battlefield. Right, you'd do the screaming and he'd do the killing? Boom. The ground shakes without pause. Trees topple in entire rows. Monster after monster gets blasted off its feet, erupting into red mist before it even hits the ground. A blood-drenched beast silhouette strides forward through the carnage. My blood-red spear moves at a speed the naked eye can barely track. Every monster my spear tip grazes dies in a single exchange, no exceptions. I move like an unstoppable bulldozer. Whatever stands in my path is flattened. An entire section of the battlefield swept clean by me alone. This is terrifying. Has to be a top-tier genius from one of the Imperial capital's great clans. Hank stares at that blood-red figure advancing step by step, his expression shaken to the core. Too strong, the pressure radiating off him alone is enough to crush the breath right out of me. Double S rank? No, this has to be triple S level. Hank tenses every muscle, watching that figure with full alert. I know who that is. Someone suddenly shouts. That's Momo from Qinghai Province, the triple S rank genius awakener. That single cry pulls every eye on the battlefield. What? A triple S rank genius? No way. No wonder he's this strong. That's right, I remember now. That blood-red figure, it's him. Mo from Qinghai Province. Of course, the man personally chosen by Zane himself, wielder of the SSS rank 9 Heaven's Silver Dragon. Incredible, he's a walking, killing machine on a battlefield. We're all supposed to be geniuses from across the country, but compared to him, we might as well be trash. The crowd buzzes with awe, but I act as if none of it reaches me. The Heaven Devourer never stops swinging. The Teoti mark on my chest yawns open wide. Every shattered beast corpse, every scrap of blood and flesh, converts into pure origin energy, and is devoured whole by Teoti. 500 down, 3,500 to go won't take long. My voice is cold, and the killing intent rolling off me only grows thicker. The surrounding monsters seem to sense it, that lethal, bone-deep dread, and one by one they begin to cry out in distress, scattering and fleeing in every direction. First one beast breaks rank, then entire hordes spin around and run. It takes only a few heartbeats. Monsters are living creatures too. They feel fear, they feel pain, and yet you call yourselves super beasts. I let out a cold laugh, shake the blood off the Heaven Devourer, and walk towards Celeste and the others with the spear over my shoulder. Hey man, Hank starts to speak, but I walk right past him without so much as a glance. Why are you standing around? Let's go. I look towards Celeste and Mia, my tone casual. We've been waiting for you, obviously. Celeste brushes a strand of hair from her forehead, smiling. Mo, you're absolutely terrifying, you know that? Mia wears an expression of over-dramatic worship, her eyes practically sparkling. She turns to glance at Hank, who's standing there in a daze. Hey, handsome over there, you still want to join our team? You want to team up with them, play bodyguard? I catch this and step forward, eyeing Hank with amusement. No, just kidding. Ha ha ha, totally just kidding. Hank waves his hands frantically, cold sweat instantly beading on his forehead. Standing face to face with me, that's when you really feel the weight of that presence. With that kind of power, Hank doesn't doubt for a second that a single strike of my spear could reduce him to nothing. I let it go with a small smile and shift the subject. Do you know of any monster gathering spots nearby? Hank hesitates, then nods quickly. Yeah, I know one. There's a silver rank alpha beast in that area. All the sub-beasts roaming nearby split off from it. He pauses, then adds with some hesitation. The thing is, someone's already locked onto it. Whoever they are, they're strong, they've driven every other candidate out of the area. Interesting. Who? I raise an eyebrow, curiosity piqued. Ren from the Imperial capital's Qin clan. Hank answers immediately. Meanwhile, roughly 6 miles from where I stand, deep inside a dense forest. So this is the silver rank alpha beast? Decent enough. The few of us together can take it down. Ren holds a rolled map in one hand, 3 locations marked clearly on its surface, his 3 uncles serving in the military passed him this intelligence in secret, the exact locations of 3 silver rank alpha beasts. If he can take down all 3, the military merit he earns will put him above every other candidate, not only locking in the top rank of the exam, but earning him full status as an official military warrior on the spot. The Vanguard commander leading this new Moonbeast Tide is a gold tier rank 3 monster. The military fighter assigned to eliminate it happens to be Rex's brother-in-law and Madame Frost's own brother, a genuine military general. The backdoor favoritism couldn't be more blatant. Young master, there was an intense blood-red energy surge near the wall just now. I believe Mo has entered the ruins. Vera stands to the side and delivers her report with practiced composure. Ha! Mo, so you've finally shown up. A surge of murderous intent flashes through Ren's eyes as he lets out a cold laugh. Once I deal with this alpha beast, you're my next target. Monsters within the ruins follow a clear hierarchy. In simple terms, there are 4 main categories: alpha beasts, combat beasts, sub-beasts, and fusion beasts. Sub-beasts are the lesser monsters that split off from an alpha beast, generally weak in combat power. Most, ranging from black iron to silver, rank the common foot soldiers of the monster legion. Alpha beasts are a different story, silver rank at minimum, with no upper limit. Endlessly generating sub-beasts, serving as living, walking troop production factories. Fusion beasts are the most terrifying of all, formed from 2 or more powerful monsters merging together, combining the abilities and traits of every beast involved. Virtually unbeatable within their tier, the city-devouring beast looming in the clouds above is exactly that, a sovereign and supreme commander among monsters. Beyond these categories, there are also vast numbers of individual combat beasts, monsters built for solo combat, lethal in one-on-one fights, the shock troopers of any monster army. You lot move in and lure all the surrounding sub-beasts away from the target. Clear them out. I'll handle the alpha beast personally. Ren's voice is low and commanding as he addresses his 9 bodyguards. All 9 answer in unison. In a flash, 9 figures burst forward, shooting toward the alpha beast's position like arrows loosed from a bow. Vera, keep watch on all sides. Don't let anyone catch us off guard. Ren crouches low in the undergrowth, gripping his twin crimson flame blades. By now, the 9 bodyguards are already locked in combat with waves of sub-beasts, deliberately drawing them away from the alpha beast one group at a time. Silver rank, first tier. Let's call you the Blade Breaker for my new knives. Ren smirks, bloodlust surging in his eyes. The next instant, he explodes forward like a meteor, launching straight at the alpha beast where it lies crouched on the ground. Twin blades flash from their sheaths like twin fire streaks, scorching blade force ripping through the air, slashing down hard at the white bone skull lizard. The lizard jolts in shock, wrenching its massive skull-masked head upward, eyes wide with alarm. Then it spins, its enormous tail loaded with crushing force, and hammers it down straight at Ren. Transform 100-split golden scale beast! Ren launches into the air with a roar, dark gold light blazing across every inch of his body. His form swells rapidly in midair, becoming a towering humanoid beast 3 to 4 meters tall, limbs and body dense with tiger-like power, its dark gold frame laced with black tiger stripes and bronze-plated armor, its head like a lion's, crowned with 2 dark gold dragon horns, and its neck wrapped in layer upon layer of gleaming dragon scales. This beast carries the traits of lion, tiger, and dragon all at once. If I had been close enough to see it clearly, I would have recognized it as nearly identical to the ancient mythological fiend Xiongqi from my past life, though the bloodline is far from pure. Even so, Ren's combat power is genuinely fearsome. The 100-split golden scale beast is a true all-rounder. Its close-range fighting ability ranks at the very top among beasts of the same tier. Ren drops from above, twin crimson blades spinning, crashing down toward the lizard's skull. Die! Boom, the twin blades land, and the earth cracks apart beneath the sheer force of the impact. Already at bronze tier rank 10 in raw combat power, and having taken an origin energy serum in advance, Ren's body and combat power have both pushed through to silver rank equivalency. Add to that the twin crimson flame blades in his hands, and a standard silver rank first tier monster simply is not his match, unless it's a silver rank beast carrying an S rank talent. Deep fear flickers across the white bone skull lizard's eyes. This human who appeared out of nowhere is far too powerful. It throws its head back and unleashes a deafening roar at the sky, trying to call its sub-beast back to its defense. But every last sub-beast is already pinned down by Ren's 9 bodyguards. None of them can break free. Got it. A flash of triumph crosses Ren's eyes, but at that very moment, a bolt of blood-red light rips through the forest, launching in from an impossible distance, like a crimson thunderbolt aimed straight at Ren. Watch out! Vera's face drains of color. The warning tears from her throat. What? Who dares attack me? Do they have a death wish? Ren's expression twists with fury, but there's no time. He has no choice but to throw both blades up and smash them hard against the incoming crimson strike. Boom, the collision is savage. Ren is blasted backward through the air, skidding back over 10 meters before he manages to hold his ground. The blood-red projectile is deflected, and it's a spear, a blood-red one, blood-colored flames roaring along its shaft. Crack, a large hand seizes the spear shaft midair. Boom, I plant one foot on the ground and launch skyward, carrying the force of rolling thunder and drive the spear straight down at Ren's head. What you? The moment Ren makes out my face, his eyes go wide and the color drains from him entirely. Mo, I haven't even come for you yet, and you have the nerve to walk straight into my hands? I'll kill you! Ren screams in rage, twin blades spinning into a storm of slashing arcs, meeting me head on. Pathetic. I tap off one foot, corkscrew through the air, and bring the spear crashing down again. In that same instant, wrathful frenzy ignites at full power. Boom, the blood around my body erupts 30 meters into the air, and the beast jade set into the heaven devourer blazes wildly. 10,000 force and peak of frenzied speed are both pushed to their absolute limit simultaneously, and my spear speed explodes to nearly 10 times what it was, each strike carrying enough force to split mountains and shatter stone. Impossible. How? Pure panic floods Ren's eyes. How is he this strong? How can anyone be this strong? No, that's not it. He just caught me off guard. He got the jump on me. If I had been ready, I would never lose. That has to be it. He screams in desperate defiance, both hands swinging, the blades doing nothing but blocking blow after blow. But the relentless wave of my spear strikes batters his grip, leaving his hands numb and throbbing, blood already seeping through his fingers. Does screaming louder make you stronger? I let out a cold laugh, wrenched the spear shaft sideways with a sharp snap, and forced both blades off their guard position. Then I grip the shaft with both hands, spin and drive a kick straight into Ren's chest. Boom! Ren's body rockets backward like a cannonball, crashing into the dense forest dozens of meters away. All 9 bodyguards go pale at once. Retreat, retreat now! Protect the young master! Reed, leading the group, reads the situation in an instant. No hesitation. He calls the retreat and they fall back. Vera silently drops low and slips away into the distance. I stand there holding my spear, watching the lot of them scramble away, and shake my head in contempt. If you're weak, train harder. If you can't handle losing, stay home. This is a battlefield, not your family garden. You need a squad of bodyguards just to step outside. My advice, go back home and drink your mother's milk. My calm voice cuts straight through the forest and lands in Ren's ears with perfect clarity. Ren nearly loses his mind with rage and lunges to charge back, but Reed pins him flat to the ground. Vera, move! We need to find somewhere safe to treat the young master. Mo is too strong. We have to think this through. Mo, I'm going to kill you. I will kill you. Deep in the forest, Ren screams like a man unraveling, his fury completely uncaged. The searing pain in his chest only feeds the fire. Young master, calm down. Please calm down. Reed holds him down and keeps talking him back. Crack! Ren backhands him. A full force slap straight across Reed's face. Useless! Every single one of you is useless. 9 of you and not one of you dared move against Mo. What are you all so afraid of? Reed wipes the blood from the corner of his mouth without a flicker of emotion, the handprint visible in red on his cheek. But he says nothing. Vera, the young master's injuries are serious. Please see to him first. Of course. Vera nods, and above her head appears a glowing, translucent spirit deer, pure jade green, elegant and regal, its warm healing energy flowing steadily into Ren's body. Ren leans against a tree with one hand pressed to his chest, gasping. That final kick of mine shattered 3 of his ribs, and the deep, bone-level pain has his entire body shaking. That filthy rat attacking me while I was mid-hunt. Absolutely despicable. Exactly what you'd expect from someone born in the gutter. Ren seethes through clenched teeth, his face twisted with hatred. But underneath the rage, when he forces himself to think clearly, he knows my attack caught him completely off guard. In everything that followed, he was on the back foot the entire time. His crimson flame blade techniques, his strongest talent, none of it ever made it out. In a fair one-on-one fight from the start, the outcome might have been different. Right, he's not that far behind me. Not at all. Young Master Mo didn't come alone. He has Celeste of the Xia clan, Mia Tang of the Tang clan, and an unknown fighter alongside him. None of them are weak. If we engage right now, this won't be over quickly, and if your treatment gets delayed, the cost is far too high. On top of that, this is only the early stage of the exam. Many top-tier talents haven't shown themselves yet, including the geniuses from the other 2 of the 5 great clans. If we go all out against Mo now and both sides take heavy losses, someone else walks away with everything. Reed's thinking is clearly far more measured. Ren's expression remains dark and ugly, but he stops screaming, his fists clench until his knuckles go white. Once I break through to silver rank, next time I see him, I will end him with my own hands. Old grudges and new ones combined. Mo, you won't rest easy until one of us is dead, and it won't be me. Reed watches him and lets out a silent, private sigh. This young master of his has been pampered and adored since birth, raised in a world that only ever gave him what he wanted. The arrogance and immaturity run bone deep. If he keeps going like this, sooner or later this rivalry with me will be what kills him. But what can Reed do? He was born to nothing, a mere assassin blade bound to the Xiao clan, with no standing to make decisions on his master's behalf. All he can do is be the last shield standing between the young master and whatever comes for him. Young master, once you're healed, let's move to the other 2 marked locations and hunt. Build up our military merit first. Vera produces a handkerchief and carefully dabs the dirt from Ren's face while her mind runs its own quiet calculations. If she can grow closer to Ren during this exam, close enough for something to happen, she might one day become the young mistress of the imperial capital's Qin clan. That would mean a complete reversal of her fate. Her father freed early using the clan's influence, and her chance to take revenge with her own hands. She has to hold on to Ren. He's her lifeline. Fine. Ren nods, killing intent flashing back through his eyes. Mo, just wait. I will end you. He grips the handkerchief Vera handed him, struggles to his feet, and drops it on the ground like trash without a second glance, then turns and walks deeper into the forest. The others scramble to follow. Mo, how are you so fast? You were hundreds of meters away. You moved before any of us even registered it. Back, in human form, Celeste, Mia, and Hank finally catch up. Mia hops forward and peers into the forest, bright with curiosity. Where'd everyone go? Where's Ren? Long gone, I say plainly. That brief exchange was enough. I've taken the full measure of Ren, nothing but a flower grown in a greenhouse. beautiful to look at and useless in a real fight. Nothing more. No way that's the future head of the Chin clan, and you just beat him off like that? Mia stares at me like she can't quite believe what she's hearing. He's pretty weak. I say it like it's obvious, then tilt my head. Actually, I thought the Chin clan had male heirs in the second generation. Why does the succession fall to Ren? Oh, you don't know this story? The Chin patriarch has 3 sons and 1 daughter. Everyone in Daxia knows it. Mia leans in. The eldest son died in battle serving the military. He did have a son who would be fairly old by now, but the kid got crippled in a duel with Zane and has been useless ever since. The second son only has a daughter who currently teaches at Modu Monster University, and a woman, in their eyes, simply isn't qualified to inherit the clan headship. As for the youngest of the 3 Madame Frost's brother, he's still unmarried, because the person he's devoted to wants nothing to do with him, and his entire heart belongs to another vice-captain of the Sky Crimson Holy Order. When you add it all up, Ren is the only male in the 3rd generation of the Chin clan who qualifies to inherit the headship. So Mia goes to pat me on the shoulder, but I'm standing at 6'1", and she can't reach even on tiptoes. So she just hops up and gives me 2 exaggerated pats, completely playing it off. Ren is everything to the Chin clan, the apple of their eye. If he actually died, the whole clan would go absolutely mad. You understand what I'm saying? Relax. I won't let the Chin clan trace it back to me. I nod, dead serious. Alright, you two, enough chatting. What are we doing with this alpha beast? While Mia and I were talking, Celeste had already taken action in the time it took us to have that conversation. She's frozen the white bone skull lizard solid. Kill it, I'll do it. Mia perks up instantly, hands shooting into the air. Kill it? Not yet. I walk up to the white bone skull lizard and dispel the ice with a wave of my hand. It can split off bronze rank sub-beasts, right? Let it split out 4,000 of them first. Then we kill it. Celeste's eye twitches. Is he seriously using a monster as slave labor? Even actual slave drivers don't work their slaves this hard. The most ruthless capitalist alive would bow to this man. Bring all those sub-beast corpses over here. I point to Hank and give the order. Hank nods at once. Ever since he witnessed the fight between me and Ren firsthand, his respect for me, the greatest talent Shanghai province has ever produced, has gone completely through the floor in the best possible way. It's raw, real power, even more terrifying than the rumors ever made it sound. He used to think the stories were exaggerated. Now he realizes they were a massive understatement. He transforms into his bullman form on the spot, 1 corpse on each shoulder, 2 more tucked under his arms, and hauls all several dozen sub-beast bodies back in trip after trip. I press 1 hand onto the pile of sub-beast corpses. In an instant, visibly, undeniably, the corpses shrivel and collapse at startling speed, until nothing remains but empty shells of skin. The white bone skull lizard watches the whole thing and freezes jaw slack, eyes blank with disbelief. My brow furrows. I step forward and backhand it hard across the face, snapping its head to the side. What are you staring at? Start splitting. This place is drowning in monsters. Drag your feet and you'll be the next empty skin on that pile. The slap sends a full body shudder through the white bone skull lizard. It nearly loses control of itself on the spot. About a mile from where I clashed with Ren, a small hill rises from the earth built from drifted yellow sand. On its peak, 2 figures stand side by side, a man and a woman gazing out toward the battle that just ended. What do you make of what just happened out there? The woman who speaks has long hair swept up high, a ponytail draped over one shoulder, and a teasing smile on her fair face, a natural, irresistible allure woven into every feature. Her figure is immaculate curves in all the right places. Long, straight legs, proportions that edge close to perfection. A rare beauty whose looks and presence rival even Celeste's. She glances sideways at the man beside her and laughs softly. You're supposed to be a powerhouse yourself, and the best you could say was passable. And Ren, the great young master of the Chin clan you called not worth mentioning. Ryan, the arrogance runs all the way to your bones, doesn't it? Ryan doesn't change expression. He simply says, flat and final, the Shao clan is finished. If Ren is the best they've got in the 3rd generation, they're a disappointment beyond words. He folds his arms and shakes his head with open contempt. You know, that line was right on the mark. If you're weak, train harder. If you can't take a loss, stay out. With ability like his, he'd be better off going back and starting over from the womb. If he ever faced me, he wouldn't even qualify to make a move. Clearly, the Chin clan's golden son is not even worth a second thought in Ryan's world. They say among the 5 great clans of the imperial capital, the Zhao clan holds 8 parts of 10 when it comes to arrogance. In my opinion, you alone accounts for all 8 parts. Lena Chu arches a brow, her eyes narrowing into a cool, amused smile. Ryan, that's beyond arrogant. Ren's awakened beast is double S rank. His power is among the best at his tier, and in your mouth he doesn't even qualify to throw a punch? Ryan steps forward twice, gaze sweeping across the dense green sea of forest below the sandy slope, and says evenly, Lena, you've got it wrong. I, Ryan, am the foremost talent of the Zhao clan's 3rd generation. I am the Zhao clan. All 10 parts of that arrogance belong to me. The words are barely out before he steps off the edge, dropping straight into the forest below. His cold voice drifts back on the wind. First place in this exam is mine. Anyone who wants to challenge that dies. His silhouette flickers once and vanishes completely into the forest. Fascinating. Lena presses her lips into a smile, eyes dancing. Ryan, Ren one more full of himself than the last. But that top spot, this so-called mere woman has every intention of fighting for it too. Before the words have settled, her high ponytail whips through the air, and she turns and sprints off in the opposite direction. Keep going! What are you slacking off? Smack! I deliver 2 more sharp backhands, and the white bone skull lizard lets out a miserable shriek. Beside me, Hank has long since shifted into bullman form, leaning on his great axe, working without a moment's hesitation. For hours on end, the routine is simple. Every time the white bone skull lizard splits off a bronze rank sub-beast, Hank steps up and puts it down with one axe swing. What started with him huffing and heaving has now left him bored half to death, and the white bone skull lizard itself is completely wrung out, collapsed on the ground, not a drop of energy left. Still short 200 sub-beasts. I rub my chin and eye the lizard on the ground with open disdain. Looks like I'll have to make up the difference myself. Useless in the end. Time to finish it. Celeste, it's yours. I turn and nod toward her. Celeste's eye twitches uncontrollably. She curses inwardly. This man is inhuman. Wring every last drop of use out of something, then dispose of it without batting an eye. It's ruthless, a textbook-worthy act of pure capitalist exploitation. Mia beside her gives an involuntary shudder. I am genuinely terrifying. I shake out my hand, throw the Heaven Devourer over my shoulder, and let out a small scoff. Now I finally understand what it felt like to be a boss in my past life. The white bone skull lizard, stripped of every last use by me, becomes Celeste's official kill. Her military merit breaks past 1 full point, officially registering her as an enlisted recruit in the military. No rush. 2,000 more bronze rank kills first, then we start farming military merit for real. I glance at my merit recorder, completely unmoved. At the same time, on the wall of the exam district's command base. Should be all of them in by now, right? All in 282 total. The exam only takes the top 80 anyway. Mr. Mack adjusts his glasses and smirks down at the roster in his hand. The other 200 plus, if they last to the end, good for them. If not, that's just how it goes. He lets out a low whistle, looking amused. The Daxia University entrance exam has always had a high death rate, and this year they're walking straight into a new moon beast tide. They knew what they were signing up for. I'm exhausted, I could sleep standing up. What's the current ranking look like? Can you pull it up? General Ardent speaks up, his voice heavy. Here, see for yourself. Current top rank goes to Ryan of the Imperial Capital's Zhao clan. He's already taken down several silver rank monsters, leading with 3.6 military merit points. Second is Lena Chu of the Imperial Capital's Chu clan, 2.8 points. Third is Ren of the Imperial Capital's Qin clan, 2.2 points. Seventh is Celestia of the Imperial Capital's Xia clan, 2 points. Someone pulls up the full ranking and explains. Basically, anyone who's broken into whole number merit points has silver rank combat power. There are maybe a dozen of those in the entire exam. The ones stuck below 1 point, there are way too many to count. What about Mo? Can you find his ranking? General Ardent asks again. Mr. Mack scans the top 10, nothing. He scrolls further down. Here, 19th place, 0.99 military merit points. What? How many bronze rank monsters has this kid killed? Mr. Mack stares at the screen, genuinely baffled. Everyone knows how military merit is calculated. Without a silver rank kill, it accumulates only in decimals. A single bronze rank kill gives 0.09 points. 2 kills give 0.099, 3 gives 0.0999, and so on. My tally is 0.9 followed by a string of 9s, but however you spin it, I haven't taken down a single silver rank monster. This kid is going absolutely feral on bronze rank kills. With his power level, taking down a silver rank beast shouldn't be a problem at all. What on earth is he doing in there? Mr. Mack frowns, completely at a loss. General Ardent's expression isn't much better. With your power, there's no way you should be sitting this far down the list. What are you actually doing in there? Are you seriously just playing around? Don't you dare stumble in a place like this. His gaze falls on Ryan's name at the top of the list. He thinks to himself, your opponent this time is the Zhao clan, the one they call the second coming of Zane. And at this exact moment, the person everyone's talking about me is indeed having a great time. Completely and utterly lost in it. Boom. In a mountain valley, nearly 50 students are huddled together in a tight cluster. They've been targeted by a powerful monster. Countless monsters pour into the valley from every direction, driving the 50 students into a desperate corner. Everyone is pushing to their absolute limit, and still barely managing to hold on. How is this possible? These monsters just keep coming, there's no end to them. If this goes on much longer, we're all going to drop dead from exhaustion. A student in black bear form swings iron fists and roars out loud. They cannot figure it out. Why are there so many monsters? This endlessly. No matter how many they kill, more keep coming. Help someone help, I don't want to die. Screams ring out one after another. Several students have already been swallowed whole by the surging beast tide, torn apart alive by gnashing teeth and clawing limbs, bodies ripped to pieces. Hugo the black iron battle bear watches helplessly as his closest friend of 7 years is torn limb from limb and swallowed alive before his eyes. His eyes split wide, the whites gone red on the verge of bleeding. His iron club swings with furious power, but all it does is barely keep him alive. How? Why? None of this makes any sense. Once back home, each of them was a genius among thousands, admired by classmates, praised by teachers, carrying the weight of their family's deepest hopes, the pride of wherever they came from. But the moment they stepped into this Daxia University exam, they slammed into a wall. They are ordinary, utterly, completely ordinary. Geniuses at their level are everywhere. People better than them are even more common. Daxia is never short on talent, but a talent that hasn't truly grown is worth absolutely nothing. Now that's a number worth working with. I stand at the peak of the high ground, eyes fixed on the creature blocking the valley entrance, a thing that looks like a massive black slime. That's a silver rank black mud beast. Its defining feature is an extraordinary ability to split. If it's this one, then yes, it can definitely give you the 2000 bronze rank kills you need. Celeste stands at my side and explains quietly. Then it's the one. My smile turns cold. Something lethal flashes in my eyes. I'm going to cut a path through that entire valley and drive the Heaven Devourer straight down its throat at the end. Celeste winces internally, her cheeks going just slightly warm. What about the rest of you? Wait up here or come down with me? I turn to the group. We'll wait up here, thanks. Celeste shakes her head. I nod slowly, step to the valley's edge, and break into a grin. I murmur, Teody, you're buzzing with excitement, aren't you? I'm coming to finish your second trial. The words leave my mouth and I drop. A clean leap from the peak of that towering summit, crashing down like a meteor into the tidal mass of monsters filling the valley below. Boom, red light erupts in a tidal wave, staining nearly the entire sky blood red. I can't hold on, Jay, I'm coming to join you! The grinding battle has worn down more and more students until they're collapsing where they stand. Hugo the Black Iron Battle Bear has held on longer than almost anyone, but even he has hit his wall. His iron club is knocked from his grip, and the mud-like monsters pile on, one after another, threatening to bury him completely. He knows it. Today is where his story ends. Jay and I fought through everything to get this far. I thought we'd have a bigger world waiting for us, a grander journey ahead. I never thought it would end here. Splat, a mud beast slaps straight over Hugo's head and face. His world goes pitch black. He can't see a thing. The massive black mud beast blocking the valley entrance lets out a gleeful, grotesque sound. It has had its eye on this group of candidates for a long time now. 50 gifted young human fighters. What a feast they will make. Its moment has finally come. It can barely contain itself. The massive black mud beast shudders with excitement, and the rate at which it splits off sub-bodies surges even higher. And then boom, blinding red light crashes down from above, and a blood-red figure descends with a presence that has no equal. You can split? Could split more. At this rate, you might not give me enough to work with. I throw my head back and roar. And Teody's ferocious aura surges outward in all directions like a tsunami. That aura, savage beyond measure, sends a chill through even the massive black mud beast, which lets out an instinctive shriek of pure terror. Boom, the Heaven Devourer spins in my hands at blinding speed, and streaks of crimson spear light slash out in every direction. 1, 2, 3, mud beast after mud beast disintegrates under the spear's light in an instant. Kill! I roar. Drive the great spear down with full force, and dozens of mud beasts shatter apart at once, wiped from existence entirely. What in the how? 50 of us couldn't hold this back, and he's just rolling over all of it alone? Hugo tears himself free from the mud just in time to see it, and his jaw drops completely. 50 of them, trapped in this valley for nearly a full day, on the edge of death. And now this surging tide of monsters is being pushed back by one person alone. What kind of monster is this guy? Ha! Genius? What are we calling ourselves geniuses for? This right here, this is what a real genius looks like. Hugo laughs bitterly at himself. We're the 100,000 heavenly soldiers sent to catch the Monkey King, and honestly, we might not even qualify to hold their horses. He shakes his head slowly. Whatever trace of pride remained in him dissolves completely in this moment. Some ability, but nothing special. On a nearby hilltop across the valley, a lone figure watches me tear through the valley below and lets out a cold, dismissive smile. It's Ryan. That beast is silver rank second tier, worth 2 full military merit points. It's mine. A cold gleam flashes through Ryan's eyes, just as he's about to leap down and enter the fight. Boom, a massive black shape rockets skyward from the distance, blotting out the sky above him in an instant. His foot pulls back. The Chin Clan's precious boy Ren? Ryan smirks and folds his arms, staying exactly where he is, perfectly at ease on his hill. Let them tear each other apart first. I'll enjoy the show. You're not getting away this time! A roar that shakes the sky tears in from above. Ren, transformed into the 100-split golden scale beast, drives down from the sky with both blades raised. He ignores every single monster around him, every ounce of focus locked onto me. Twin blades loaded with overwhelming force slash straight toward me, and from the opposite side 9 beasts of varied forms close in at the same moment. At the front is a powerful stallion, 4 hooves blazing with icy blue fire. Its entire body is deep blue, covered in crystal-like armor, its frame massive and imposing, and its head the fierce, regal head of a dragon. This is no ordinary horse-type monster. It is a dragon steed Reed's transformed form, the double S-rank Azure Dragon Steed. He leads the other 8 S-rank beasts, flanking Ren on both sides, a pincer closing in on me from every angle. Not good. Up on the hill, Celeste and Mia go pale in the same instant. Ren, he was lying in wait the whole time, just waiting to spring this trap on you. Ice surges through Celeste's eyes. She and Mia are already moving to come down, when a streak of white flame slices through the air, and cuts off their path. There, standing on the air itself, is a snow-white 7-tailed fox, 7 full fluffy tails swaying gently, trailing sparks of soft pink light. Worried about your little sweetheart being in trouble? Never thought the ice-cold Celestia would have a soft spot. The 7-tailed vixen speaks with a cool, teasing smile, her voice so deeply alluring that Hank's knees buckle on the spot. This is Lena's transformed form, the seven-tailed vixen. You, Lena? Celeste's gaze drops to absolute zero. Lena of the Chu clan's awakened beast is a double S rank seven-tailed vixen, and the beast carries enormous potential for advancement. In time, it may even break through to triple S rank as a nine-tailed celestial fox. Sorry, as long as I'm here, neither Celeste nor Mia is going anywhere. Lena laughs, her eyes shimmering with playful menace. Besides, someone else has claimed the right to hunt those two prey, haven't they? Her fox eyes shimmer, hypnotic and soul-stealing. Back off! Mia shouts, pure fury. She's never been able to stand women like Lena Chu. Taller than her, better figure than her, and on top of that, more effortlessly feminine than her. There is no way she's swallowing this. You want me to move? Then come and beat me. The moment Lena's words land, a deep blue ice phoenix materializes behind Celeste, and a black and violet butterfly spirit shimmers into view beside Mia. Move, or I'll freeze you into a sculpture and leave you here permanently. Celeste's voice is frost-made sound. Before the last word lands, both figures launch at the same instant straight at Lena. Meanwhile, in the valley below, I face an endless beast tide ahead of me, with Ren and Reed's beast formation closing in from both flanks, surrounded front and sides. This is the moment I decide no more holding back. Time to switch things up.